it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
All right.
Yo.
How's everybody doing?
We're here. What's up, guys? WASD Online Open number 11. We got tons of matches coming your way. My name's Austy. I'm here with Lennox. I'm obviously Impurist Club over here taking the stream. Welcome back, by the way. You weren't able to be here last week, but we were able to. The show must go on, so we were able to do it.
Yeah, I went back and I watched the VOD. Thank you guys for holding it down.
Oh yeah, of course. We we have to always have these matches on. But Lennox joining us here for it's been a while for you, hasn't it? Since you've been on
It's been a few weeks. Yeah, it's been a few weeks. Took a little break. I've been playing a lot of Undernight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's time to come back though. I got my 2B action in a little bit yesterday.
Nice.
She's different. I don't know. She's different. I can't tell if that's good or bad yet. But we were talking a little bit about this before. There's some folks who are thinking she's mighty good, so I'm hoping we get to see that later tonight.
Yeah, it's funny. We were talking earlier about how like that character is either people think she sucks or she's really, really good. I'm on the fence that I think she's really good. We just need to like see people actually do it there because she plays so drastically different. She plays like she does in Nier Automata the game, like which is I think is really cool.
That's awesome. Wait, that's sick.
Yeah, like because she has like instead of like having the cooldown, she has the ammo, which she does have to like for special skills when she's in the game. She also has like her auto attacks that she can do without it connecting with the opponents, and she can mix them up by using light or heavy, and they can mix into the light and to the heavy. Of course, in this one, she's got a light, medium, and heavy now, so it becomes even crazier. But I'm very interested to see if anyone's gonna bust her out. I mean, I heard SQ might do something.
That's my dark horse for tonight. SQ2B. We'll see. SQ was posting a lot of tech earlier. Looks like there was some pretty sick stuff. So I'm hoping we get to see something interesting. We're gonna see Obelisk up first though. Dragon Ball Fighters player. Saw them a lot playing on Bumstream if I remember correctly. House of Chaos and whatnot, facing off against Morphotronic 18. I don't know who either one of these cats are playing, but should be going to start us off, you know?
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned a Bums tournament. Like, literally, I think he's hosting something this Friday at the exact same venue that WASD is hosting something this Saturday. See, there's like there's a venue in New York City called OSNYC. They're literally going to be going back-to-back fighting game tournaments.
Perfect, just the way life should be. You'd love to see it.
I agree. But WASD is having their in-person this Saturday, right, Impurist?
Yes. We've got 5 games. We have DNF, Uni 2, Granblue, Strive, and SF6. And if you win any of the games that are at crossover, you win free entry to crossover.
Yo.
You mean if you win games at the live, you win entry to crossover?
Yeah. If you win Granblue, Uni 2, or Strive, you win free entry to crossover.
Hell yeah. So show up, save that money ahead of time.
And when's crossover? That's March 22nd, something like that?
20th to the 22nd. Oh,
yeah. Okay, nope, 22nd to the 24th.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. Sorry, 20th is when I start vacation. My bad.
I literally just threw out a random date. I don't know how I got that right. Let's go guessing.
Oh, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah. I wake up super to that.
Yeah, you did. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so we got this lobby. Dude, there's one thing I've always thought was crazy about Granblue, and it's this skin. Like it's this avatar. You see this gorilla right here? You see that gorilla in the background?
Granblue has had a couple interesting avatars.
I actually do play the gacha game, and I have not run into this gorilla. Like I don't know who he is. Like,
okay.
What is their life? I want to know their life story.
I don't know, but I've been mostly playing on PlayStation and just using the PC version to stream, and that's my avatar on the PlayStation. I saw they're adding a banana, so I can run around with a banana.
Wait, they are?
Yeah.
Love to see it,
bro. I want the golden fish, but I don't want to grind Grand Brews that much. Like that requires you to like literally like play that for hours and hours and hours. And it's fun for a little bit, but I can't. Once you grind that much, it's like, okay, this is no longer fun. This turns into a job.
Yeah, we're working now to get something. Literally the only times I've played Granblue so far has been to like get weekly challenges so I can get that Narmaya skin. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I just needed the points.
I play it every now and then just for fun. I think it's fun because you can only solo queue it, right? But if you time it with your friends, like I got into games with my friends every single time, and it's way more fun with friends.
Yeah. For sure, especially if you get the teams right and everything. There's good potential there for sure.
Oh, the gorilla
Just
actually
have
is a side
to-
story. Chad is saying.
It's a side story. Okay, I believe that. I probably just haven't done. Dude, Granblue has like a million side stories. So I haven't done them all. I'm mostly focusing on like the MSQ. So I gotta get caught up.
All right.
All right, so we got Obelisk in here. Morph is on the way.
Excellent. All right, so we should be underway momentarily, which is kind of great timing because some of y'all still got to claim these codes in this here matcherino.
There's so many.
I still got to get in there and do mine too. Yikes! How embarrassing. 42 codes left in the bank. Plenty of file requests on the side. If you scroll down to the shop, you can buy a hoodie, buy a tee. Which contributes a little bit toward the prize pool. Excuse me, if we get to 150, we get that top 4 payout, which Imp can attest to. We've been pretty consistent at hitting.
Yeah, I think we've hit it every single time.
Indeed.
We missed it last week, I want to say, or did
No, we hit it.
Oh, that's right. We had a last minute donator. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was sick. I always forget the whales came through.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh, and we're going to see both the new characters, actually. It looks like it's going to be Lucilius versus 2B.
Alrighty. Yeah, this should be quite the interesting matchup, right? I actually have not seen this matchup yet. I mean, granted, 2B being a brand new character.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine that it turns into like a projectile war at certain times. I mean, 2B's got so many moves, like so many specials, because she's got like a light, medium, heavy version. And they're all different moves of like each variation. So like if you do like the simple skill button, there's like ones for sideways left, one for right, one for down, but then like 3 different versions for each one. So she just has a bajillion moves, and then ultimate versions, and they're all different.
Yeah. The one common theme is if you whiff one, you're like minus 40 though, so don't be doing that. Lucilius could be a bit of a party character, so we'll see. If Obelisk is allowed to get this started early, things could get interesting. We'll say that.
So I was gonna be able to jump in here, dude. Wants to eliminate this robot. How does this fit into the can? How does this fit in? This has to be every single time we have a near automata character join a game of any kind. It becomes canon to the near universe. And I want to know how this works into it.
I don't know. I'm just here to watch. I'm just here to watch some Granblue, bro.
I feel it.
I don't even know the lore,
bro. You don't even need the lore sometimes because this character's lore is that she can double jump, bro. Like, why is she the only one that can get up there and use a double jump, and then also has an air stall using the AirPod? That is insane.
Yeah, that was my first impression of this character was, oh, that's gonna be a problem. This Lucilius has turned into a little bit of a problem for Morphtronic right now, though. Already a Blade level 3. 2 diamonds down. Oh, and there's the third one. All right, so if you get touched, this is going to be real bad news. But Obelisk has no fear so far.
Bro, Obelisk doing that at such high health, too. I mean, we see him doing it just because he wants to exert that pressure, wants to stay on top of them the whole time. And it's working out, right? I feel like Morph has struggled to get out of this corner, especially right now. That hit from behind.
Yeah. It doesn't hit like super far behind you, but if you're right there, yeah, you're going to get smoked by that. Yeah, holding on to the 100 meter right up until the very end. You have like, as long as you have the SBA refund available, like I'm totally fine with wilding out with like that much of a health lead, Yeah.
Oh, I'm digging the setup. When she just tosses the AirPod down at you and try to pop you up into the air, get some 6 follow-ups off of that. This teleport, you got to be on the lookout for that. Whenever you see Lucilius going for that, you can easily go for like a spot dodge and then like get a punish right afterwards. But it's pretty quick.
A lot of characters have a universal answer with one of their special moves. I don't know what 2B's answer is, but, further lab work required. You feel me?
Yeah, bro, have you seen her 2H? That might be that. Like, that 2H goes...
It
goes above the screen. Like, you can't see her sword anymore.
Yeah, I'd be curious as to the horizontal hitbox, but that thing looks potent for sure. Yo, teleporting right through the machine gun, too. Wow, that has a pretty hefty recovery.
Yeah, good recovery. It has a good recovery, so being able to catch all that. Always speaking of spot dodge, thought it was going to be at that time, right? Whenever you see Lucilius teleport, it can either be right in front of you like that, where you block it and punish, or it's going to be right above you and they come down. And they thought it was probably going to be like a above approach that time around.
Yeah, Obelisk has done a really good job with exerting throw pressure off that. Not a lot of tech so far from Morphtronic. Oh, there's the full screen charge again. Oh no, 2-2C. Yeah, that's a great way to check the approach. All right,
now,
go ahead.
Like literally the point of that is to get the charge up, right? But in actuality, people are doing that just to force you to approach. Like, hey, come to me. I dare you with my range. I mean, 2B's got a lot of options from that distance. Like, she can shoot any of her like abilities towards you, but you know, they're all commitment, especially against the likes of Lucilius.
214M seems pretty safe, but it's still got a pretty hefty startup. Wouldn't surprise me if Lucilius has an answer. Oh, goodness. All right, well, that's one way to beat the Raging Strike.
Bro, if a 2B is jumping at me, I'm scared because I'm just like, okay, when can I time this 2H? Can I time this 2H? Is it even worth it?
Speaking of worth it, this might kill. No, drop to confirm. That was it, too. Man.
Obelisk had an opportunity there. Morph's going to come in instead, try to steal this away, but we're seeing a lot of hits coming out, putting a lot of gaps in there. Going to spend that time to get some pressure off of you. You are in chip killing range, and there's the overhead. Good mental stack energy coming out from Obelisk.
Yeah, blade level 5 right there. Max recycling on the cooldowns. That's a rough spot to try to get out of. Whiff of the 2H, interesting. A second one and no punish? Damn, all right, good spacing for Morphtronic, excuse me.
Another thing that 2B can do is literally shooting that Gatling gun from that far away just as like a pressure ender, just like we're actually resetting back to neutral, so if you push a button, you're getting shot by something.
Yeah, and I think it's only -6 too, so if you space that out enough, like you can't really get punished for it. Oh, shot, full screen, the much faster option. Yeah,
now we're running out of ammo.
Else you were talking about, like definitely a good way to start contesting some of these longer specials from 2B.
Okay, got ourselves a crossover, some damage coming out, managed to go for the Raging Chain, drop the combo, but again, like it's a new character, you're probably gonna be seeing that a lot here coming out, but we got a lot of chip coming out. Goes for the instant teleport. We're cashing it all out. Our health does not matter anymore. Our defense does not matter, so you might as well not even go for those diamonds.
Yeah, that's a rough spot. The very last like frame of that. That's it. And that's it right there. You got smoked. 2-2H is like, oh no, you're still alive? And able to land the hit, not even a chip kill. All right, Morphtronic staying alive. Yo, that was way too close for comfort. Obelisk, like, almost had that.
Yeah, almost had it. Unfortunately, could not pull it off there at the very end. Obelisk coming right back in to get some big hits out here. Now, you're going to notice that Morph, this character, 2B, has this meter, all right below. That's not like the cooldowns from any other character. She actually shares the same cooldown-esque for every single one of her moves. She has ammo that recharges over time.
Yeah, definitely. If you're not used to it, it can be a little wonky, but I'm sure we'll get to see people develop that over the course of this character. Playing a good long range right here. Not really letting Lucilius charge, but there it is. Yeah, the 2-2U is so good. Great starter right there. And Obelisk, that's like the second big hit from that we've seen so far. Able to close out the set with that too. Nice stuff.
Yeah, managed to just be able to call that out time and again. I feel like there was a strategy that Morph was trying to go for where we try to chill back, throw out a projectile, let our ammo charge, since 2B wants to charge up that ammo from full screen. But you're playing against Lucilius, who also wants to charge his cooldowns because he has such long cooldowns on top of that. So at the end of the day, it's like worth it. Gotta find that way to get in, and Morph could not find that.
Yeah, struggling a little bit in that mid range. Got smoked preemptively by 2-2H quite a few times there over the course of that set. Just caught on the startup or the recovery of a couple things. Another thing Obelisk did just a really good job of. Maybe not always getting the whiff punish, but at nothing else, you get the pressure reset, right? You get to continue it. So. Well worth it. Obelisk going to be moving on to face off against... Oh, no, I've lost him in the bracket. How embarrassing.
Oh, he's done for, dude.
That's it.
It's okay. He's going to be facing off against Coach Steve. I found him.
Oh,
Coach
thank
Steve.
you so much. All right.
Yeah, I got you. That was a round 1 match. You got to remember that.
That's crazy.
It's really tough to climb through these brackets sometimes when you start on round 1 like that, and then kind of a close match and you got to place against someone who is a regular in our top 8. It's Coach Steve.
Yeah, Steve had a good run last week too, if I remember correctly. Freaking booked me to get into top 8. I was feeling slick that I was right on that top 16, excuse me. I was like right on that cusp. I was feeling it, and it's like, no, you got to play Coach Steve, bro. Spoilers, that wasn't close. That one's not close.
But you can always tell a TO. You know, you can tell a TO. It was 2-0, but it was close though. You know, like,
I don't lie. That 2-0. That 2-0 was not close.
It was a close. Come on, bro. I'm giving you it out. It was a close 2-0.
I literally went into Coach Steve's chat in the game before, like kind of poking fun, like, "Yo, you better win this so we can play, bro." And he's like, "Yeah, all right. Don't worry about that."
They should add that on start. It was close.
It was close though. Yeah, exactly. You can mark it. It was close though.
I feel like they did like an April Fool's one time on Sword.gg where they added that option.
Wait, are we
like
gonna
you
have
just
a-
say it was close though.
Oh,
and it gives you, like, a
Narmaya?
point.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say. I just what do we got going on here?
We have a
Narmaya.
Narmaya mirror, I think.
Mirror. Yeah.
Ooh,
looking
interesting.
Has Sarah always played Narmaya?
No, Sero played Nier.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, this doesn't seem right, but here we are. All right, the Narmaya mirror. Oh, and the
we
black
got-
butterfly too. Let's get it.
Yeah, we got the skin on the right to help give them, differences here. Sero with the red skin. We got Ogori rocking with the new skin that you get from the Battle Pass. So with Narmaya in particular, this character is a stance character and can have 2 different movesets based on if she has her sword withdrawn or not. And obviously if she has it withdrawn, she gets like more reach. She gets bigger damage out of it, but a little bit slower on the startup. Like she doesn't have access to that really fast close light unless it's like Sheath.
Oh, wow. All right. Quick tech here coming out from Tomas. Who's the Sero versus Tomas? All right. I'm trying to get these names right here. Oh, Sero doing a really good job of playing around that 2M range so far. Hasn't really got a lot in the way of hit confirms yet, but that's okay. Still very early in the set.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, sorry, go ahead.
They both got full meter, and they aren't really. Oh, as I said, they weren't really committing to any of like their ultimates or anything. They just wanted to wait for the other person to do something first. Narmaya has plenty of neutral skip tools at her disposal to try to like just run in there, just like that. Go right behind them, mix them up, make them focus on blocking a different direction. Then while they're focused on the blocking, just go for a simple grab.
This feels like one of those mirror matches that like starts very slow, like just waiting for the other one to make a mistake, and just devolves very quickly into madness. And I am very much looking forward to seeing that. There we go.
I think all of the mirror matches in this game are fun to watch. Like they're all just like, I mean, you know what they
Most
say.
of them, yeah.
It's pure skill, obviously, but like I like that it just comes down to just like, okay, I know everything you're going to do because I know this character very well.
Oh, there it is. All right, the U reversal coming out. Finally getting Thomas out of the corner here. Text the throw, and there it is. Far heavy, able to confirm into those slashes. Doesn't really get a whole lot out of it. Now you're stuck back in the corner. This is, I don't know, rough positioning, but Sero's still at a pretty significant life deficit. What a tech.
Yeah, that could come in to bite him in the rear later on, right? Because we saw this turnaround earlier because the grab came out. I was like, okay, this time you got the tech ready. Like, what happens if we bait that out next time? And then we get a huge close age punish.
All right, here's the switch. Yeah.
We gave it a shot.
Matches. We gave it a shot. Respect. So if you wanna try a secondary out, like you're gonna have to play it in tournament eventually. Might as well test it live, you know?
Of course, yeah. I mean, like you're never gonna have a character that feels more than a secondary unless you actually bust them out in bracket of some capacity. It's the only way to actually truly get that character like into a comfort area.
Indeed. Speaking of comfort, though, Nier is the comfort counter pick here for Sero, and yeah, right off the bat, we're already in the corner. 6-6L, get the full confirm right here into the setup? Question mark? See what we got? Yeah, 236M plus as hell. Spends the brave counter to get out of the corner.
Yep. Nier, one of those characters that has one of the strongest 6-6Ls in the game. It just covers so much distance so fast. And when you get a combo, when you get that started, it leads into so much damage. You just got to be always aware that it's in her arsenal. And we're going to be able to take this first round pretty easily off of the 2 simple swings.
Maximum damage with 1 stock left for that super. Yeah, that was pretty clean.
Yeah. The lower the amount of stocks, the more damage it does. So that was the maximum.
Exactly. Yo, 6-6L also has a great vertical hitbox, as you can see by that nice little anti-air right there. Sero, yeah, just playing the full screen game right here. I like that. Frame trap, gets smoked.
Sometimes you'll see people face off against Death's Puppet like that from that far away. It's okay to just block, in my opinion. Just take a little bit of chip at the process of not trying to risk getting caught by Death. And she also loses a stock in the process, so it's like not the worst thing in the world. But now you're stuck in the corner. You tried to brave counter, and we got a jump coming out from Sero to bait that out. You're donezo.
That's rough. Yeah, quick game 2 here. We'll see what the adjustment is for Thomas. But yeah, Nier clearly the comfort pick here. Let's go. Oh, right through. That's what I want to see, but misses the timing on the meaty throw. Gets back thrown into the corner. This is not good.
Now being in the corner in this game, just in general, but against the likes of Nier, oh, we caught them toes. Look out, damage going up bit by bit. There's the setup for the low this time. Good defense coming out, but we just need to get out of this corner.
One more hit, though. You cannot afford to take anything, and that should do it. Yeah, one more round, and Zero is going to send Thomas to the loser's bracket.
Something that they're really good at doing is catching them walking, right? Like going for like the crouching medium, like it reaches so far, and you just always gotta be on the lookout for it. So if you find yourself backing up, you gotta be careful. Okay, there we go. Saw Death swing and close the gap. Now we have them in the corner for the first time against Nier. Unfortunately for them, they're gonna take a lot of damage.
Yeah, throws a little too far away there, and now you're gonna get smoked. Has to spend the Brave counter. Instant tech, yeah. So maintain that position. All right, but 6-6L is gonna get the hit. Now, oh no, we're gonna get the super, excuse me. All right, you're dead. Yeah, that's it.
Spend it all, baby.
All right, so quick 2-0 there once Zero breaks out the main. Good stuff from Thomas, though, like respect for winning the mirror, but this is such a hard position to be in right here. Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was just, like, difficult to deal with. You could tell that there was definitely, like, a comfortableness for Nier, and then an uncomfortableness for fighting against Nier. Like, I feel like that came into play a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, the fact that, like, Narmaya usually relies on, like, the strength of her really big buttons, and Nier has the button size to contest at a lot of those ranges, too, right? So, like, you're kind of naturally thrown on a back foot. It's, I don't know, that does not seem like a great matchup for Narmaya, you feel me?
No, yeah, it's difficult. I feel like a lot of characters like her can, like, struggle against, like, the likes of Death. When you play against Nier, being patient is very important. I feel like when Death is out, I think it's totally fine to just, like, okay, especially if you're far away, just kind of wait, see if they're gonna see if the Nier's actually smart with their stock usage, or if they're just gonna try to, like, throw them out and then just go from there and see what happens. I've seen a lot of I've seen matches where people will literally be full screen and they're just blocking the whole time, and it's like 20 seconds of just doing nothing, and then they just lose all their stocks. They're like, wait, what happened to all my stocks? And then you close the distance. Granted, that's not gonna work against, like, a really good Nier, but it does work against some of them, you know.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till you play against Zippy, who burns all the stocks in the first, like, 20 seconds and then still just zones you out with nothing. It's absurd. Like, watching Zippy play Nier is different. Y'all saw that at Frosty's. And yeah, and you called it out, Austy. Like, how many times did Zerom succeed in the slow play? Like, got in, got the hit, and still just lost. Like, Zippy, I don't know. You could do everything right against Zippy and still get smoked. Zippy's pretty good.
Yeah, Zippy right now still on a break. I think they're just kind of, like, chilling until the World Finals.
They playing Persona? Maybe, dude. I just got Persona 3 yesterday, and it's all my willpower to run this bracket tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting there just like all my responsibilities out the window, just gone.
If you want to accomplish anything in life, do not play Persona.
That's true. That's true.
That all of your free time out the window. It happened to me with Persona 4. It happened to me with Persona 5. And I was like, wait, what happened? I'm back in the real world. Take me back.
Yeah, that's why I stay away from that game, because I have what we call an addictive personality. So I'm gonna keep that at shoulder's length. You know,
it's only 40 hours, you know, not that big of a deal.
Oh, all right. That's actually not as bad as my 3 houses extravaganza, but we'll talk about that later. That's a whole other story. Right now we got Yui versus UberCheesecake. Yui was a regular in our Melty brackets for a while, if I remember correctly.
Yep,
and,
played PCO.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty good results offline too this past year, but Uber's a mainstay for this game. One of the Ladiva players right now. Oh no, and this is not a great start. 5U'd right out of the what looked like the brave counter attempt. Yeah, that's a rough spot to be in.
Very tough. And you got to remember, UberCheesecake is a really good Ladiva. Actually got top 5 at Paragon Line last week. So
hell yeah.
Can definitely do stuff, but when you're up against the corner, an install Vira, it's tough. So we need those big anti-airs to help us escape and steal momentum.
Yeah, and Uber knows this matchup too. Like, plays against actually a few Vira players, but like I know it's run it with CharCharRealSmooth pretty consistently. And there's that 2U. Yeah, we haven't seen that so far this set. All right, let's go.
Ladiva's got
in play.
Dude, if she's got something good going, oh my good, you're dead.
You're dead.
You're actually dead. You have no diamonds.
Yep.
0 diamonds. Diamondless.
Diamondless in Seattle, and there it is. All right, 3 seconds down. That's it. You're out. Ladiva wins the round. Yo, that was so close too, especially with Yui getting install right off the bat. Like, I gotta give Uber credit for sticking it out that whole round.
There's something satisfying about command grabbing the command grappler.
Yes, there is. 100%. I'll play Belial in this matchup sometimes just so I can do that. It's a great feeling. Speaking of which, my goodness, Uber just said, yo, you got a 5U? Me too. Check this out.
Coming right back in. Gonna go for all 3 head stomps. Command grab upon the wake up. Puts you right back in the corner. Full meter to come with, but we're just gonna try to challenge that. Good spot dodge to bait that out. You got the install, but at what cost?
So the really messed up part about that was like Yui actually had time to BDP through that. That's not always a clean punish. Yo, it doesn't matter. Uber lands the meaty after the SBA. That's game 1.
Bro, you give Uber an inch.
Yeah.
Like, it's over at that point. Literally, I felt like the struggle from Uber at the beginning of that game when he got into the corner. And the second that 2H connected, all the momentum was in his favor the rest of the game.
Uber's done a really good job of upping like their mental game from vanilla to this version. And it really shows, especially offline. Here it is, 6 exhale pressure. 5U again catches the spot dodge. Yeah, once you start looking for the lariat and preemptively throwing out that spot dodge, you really open yourself up to 5U.
It's kind of a commitment to go for those spot dodges as well, because sometimes, depending on which version it is, you can duck the lariat, you know? Like, that is something you can go for that's way less. Oh my god, not a 3rd time. There's no way. We're just DP. We're getting out of that situation immediately.
You're dead.
But it doesn't. Oh, yo, good spot dodge coming out from Yui.
Oh, no. Oh no, this is still looking real bad. Yeah, that's the problem. Dashing M, great range, knocks down, but if you whiff that, you are open. Landed the jump in right there. Uber able to take that round. One more. This is it. All right, Uber just needs one more to close out the set. Blocks the M Scarlet Oath, and you fuzzy mashed right there? Okay, Uber, you're sick for that.
Insane. And we're going to get an insane combo right back into the corner. That close heavy is going to deal so much damage. Full meter on the board. Not even going to spend any of those diamonds because we're just going to get the refund on them instead. Give me back my BP. This is a... How does Yui make this back?
You don't. You get command grab. Yeah, that's the conditioning game. Uber, like... I don't want to call Uber like a really good 1-2 player because that kind of does them a disservice for like the level that they're playing at, but they're really good at mixing up their options in a way that, especially in a 1-2, you're not ready for it the first time. So like if you drop too many rounds early, it's kind of just game over. Man, shout out to Uber. Very, very good stuff so far. Against a pretty good player too. I don't know how much time Yui's been putting into Granblue, but like Yui's pretty good at games.
Yes.
100%. And you got to remember, you might say like really good at the best of 2 format. That's pretty much the entire tournament, except for 3 sets. So like if that's the format, that's the format you got to learn. So you got to play what you can do to try to get that adaptation. If it was me personally, if I could just
though,
every bracket would be 1st to 10.
Oh, you're in the wrong chat.
Right?
No,
I'm the opposite. 1st to 1, man. 1st to 1 single elimination. If I had my way,
single
100%.
elimination, 1st to 1 round.
Dude, Japan style, and if you win like a nice bowl of ramen because they can't give out money at their locals, so they just give you like good food. I'm here for it.
It's a good bowl of ramen though. It's a really good bowl of ramen.
Dude, low key, sometimes that's like way better than what you actually take home. I'm not gonna lie. Like really, like solid ramen and stuff. 100%.
Yeah, it's better than the $60 you get for winning a regional. Yeah, I feel that.
Okay, but what if it was like cup ramen though? You know, like what if it was like
it's not cup ramen. It's not. It's like it's like it's the good stuff.
Oh, okay.
But speaking of ramen, you guys can help these gamers buy some ramen by using the the Maggiorino codes.
That transition.
Knowledge exclamation point Maggiorino or exclamation point M in YouTube and Twitch chats will take you to this page. Click the blue claim code button. You can put some free money into the pot. At 150, top 4 gets paid out. 320, top 6, 660, top 8. We have hit at least top 4 payout for every single Granblue bracket that we've run so far, and I would love to keep that going. So if you have a second, please claim the codes, do the sponsor quest, follow Newhead, follow Diaphone, put more free money into the pot, and if you're able, consider making a donation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We've had some good games so far, and I know we're gonna have a ton more. And I know these players would definitely appreciate it. And this is one player we were just talking about actually. Speaking of Vira players, CharCharRealSmooth making a honestly kind of crazy winners run at Frosty's. And now gets to face off against Razzle. We'll see if they know how to play against Siegfried.
Yeah, I mean, CharChar has definitely fought Coach Steve in the past, so definitely got that matchup experience coming at you. I love that challenge, by the way. Saw the jump coming in. Just going to jump right back at you, call you out with the jump light, the fastest option you could go for. He saw the setup coming. He said, nah, I'm DPing.
Get right out of there. It's better than, yeah, okay. Razzle, like, really not wanting to be knocked down here. And yes, you can confirm off that super now. Hell yeah. Ignore the low base damage. That is a great starter. Oh my goodness. I don't think that's bait. That's bait? What? Oh, that was clean. All right.
That was a knowledge check, and now you're dead. The gimmicks, they're so good.
Oh no, combo limit, MDP. Who? No way. That worked? Okay. All right, Razzle, you're sick. No, I'm not gonna lie. I saw the freeze frame, and I had no clue who won that.
Yeah, when they have the exchanges like that, you just have no idea who's gonna be falling down to that floor first. Because right now, Razzle's got some momentum in. You're gonna notice he's gonna go for that 5U to build up a little bit of those stocks. The stocks are going to increase his damage, but he got called out by the command grab. That's really bad. That's gonna give you a free install for CharChar.
Yeah, it's still. Oh, accidentally stealing the corner right there. Might not have been an accident. Either way, gonna confirm. Far light into the Raging Strike. And is this enough to kill? No, but it's enough to get to the corner.
Yeah, I mean, when you got Siegfried, that ultimate charge skill, that's a free corner from literally the other side. You can do it from anywhere. But right now, CharChar's starting to build some momentum here. Oh, that was like you're trying to get above it a little bit sooner. Didn't expect it to be the fast-moving projectile.
That's unfortunate. Just a hair too late right there, getting smoked by the projectile. Game 1 going to Razzle, but CharChar just has to lock in a little bit. We saw some good stuff. I think there's an adjustment incoming. We'll see.
Yeah, good call out on that.
A little bit. Oh.
Ooh, gonna put you right back into the corner. A DP coming out right back at you. Razzle always wants his turn, man. He's greedy.
Siegfried players, like, if you wanna press buttons, this is the character. Like, all jokes aside, like, this is the pressing button character. Okay, all right. Keeping it safe on the Scarlet Oath, and that's a punish right there. Conversion. You might die for this, actually. Oh no, I thought the diamonds were gonna help, but one more hit here. This is a bad spot for Razzle. Burning some of the meter here too. Oh no.
What's unfortunate? Oh my god, that 2H coming in, no follow-up, but what the hell?
That's crazy. That was actually like a huge drop right there, but we just instantly transitioned into the command grab follow-up, so it's like, all right, yeah, exactly, on purpose. Little reset, no big deal.
Little happy little reset coming out here. Razzle coming right back into the corner, wants to get that momentum, but CharChar's been really good at escaping these pressure situations. Oh, yeah.
No. Oh. CharChar's defense has got a lot better over the past year. Like, credit where credit's due. Speaking of which, there's the BDP. All right, text the throw. Just holding onto the corner. Dealing with every single option that Razzle has right here. Backing off to that Granblue zone. Not really getting the full screen whiff punish there, though. Now we're out.
But the jump up dive kick, trying to bait out a throw. Couldn't quite get it. It's going to be safe. Oh, but that's not. Projectile's coming out. We are out of diamonds. We probably don't even need them at this point. If we get one more swing, it's going to be a grab. CharChar putting a point on the board.
Damn. That was it, too. That was do or die. Like you said, no diamonds. Huge damage buff for Razzle. I think throw would have killed there, to be perfectly honest. So good stuff from CharCharRealSmooth. Do or die situation. It lands the install. That's huge.
Dude, what makes the command grab better than the super is the fact that you keep your meter afterwards. And Vira with meter while in install is one of the scariest things to deal with, especially when you have like 100 and you can use it on some of your specials, or your supers rather. and it's like full screen. It's like really difficult to try to get a punish on.
Yeah, absolutely. This character is a menace with meter. Oh my goodness, case in point right here, full screen low. Able to get the block in, but now you got to deal with that pressure. Okay, reset to neutral. Wow, what a jump over the MDP right there, and now we're going back to the corner. Spending one of the diamonds for the Raging Strike. Late tech, all right.
We got some blocks coming out, trying to get that pressure once more.
Wait.
Both the players playing super safe. Don't want to commit. Gonna spend that diamond on a Brave counter. We are out of health. We have to jump out of there. We are afraid of Chip at this point. Razzle has to keep up with the pressure. He goes for the parry!
We're gonna see BDP. I don't think Razzle knows how to punish that. BDP, please, I'm begging you. It will literally win. Oh no, there it is. The follow-up off EX Rekka is gonna send CharCharRealSmooth to the losers bracket 2-0. Oh no, yeah, we saw the BDP hit a couple times. The one time it was blocked, the second hit was not spot dodge, so like you can't punish it at that range. I'm wondering if Razzle knows, or if CharCharRealSmooth just didn't lock in enough. Either way, Razzle's gonna be moving on.
Dude, you ever notice that when someone has 1 HP and they're able to get chipped killed, they play drastically differently because it's all about not block. How do I play where I don't have to block? So it comes into, you're gonna see like parries come out, you're gonna see reversals come out, you're gonna see spot dodges come out, you're gonna see a lot of backwards jumps. Like it is insane, like the difference of speed that happens when you're in that 1 HP like danger zone.
Absolutely. That's why you see a lot of these players like excel so well in that situation, is because they all know how to play without blocking. You feel me? Nobody wants to get that business going. So
just block, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't be me. Next up we're gonna have
Deva and Fuselit.
Yeah, this is fun.
Oh my god.
Fuselit won a few weeks ago, if I remember correctly.
Did quite well.
They are one of the scariest Vaseragas in the building. Looks like on 2B though, question mark, or is that Deva?
No, that's Fuselit playing as 2B, it looks like, here on the red side. So experimenting with some more characters here, trying out the 2B again. Again, if you guys are just now tuning in, this is a brand new character that just came out a couple days ago. Very different from the rest of the cast because she doesn't have an auto combo. Like I mean, she does, but it's... She can kind of just,
but she doesn't.
But she does. She has 3 different ones. They can all mix into each other, and she doesn't have to hit them to do them. She doesn't have any dash attacks, so no 6-6L business. But she has a double jump. She doesn't have cooldowns, but she has ammo. Like, she's just weird, man.
Yeah, weird is right. Yeah, well, yeah, I saw that on Twitter earlier. All right, let's go Fuselit. This is the first time I've ever seen Fuselit play a character not named Vaseraga, so this is actually very exciting. And that might be enough to kill. Oh, no. That's going to be just shy, actually, unless her super does more damage.
Yo.
Oh, interesting. Yep, just shy. But, yeah, far heavy. Or, excuse me, her only heavy button. This character does not have proximity normals. Fun fact. Light, medium, heavy are all one.
There's no close, no heavies, or no fars, like you said. This character's also got that double jump, so, like, you know, you come from, like, platform fighters, like, you'll feel right at home, right? You jump up there, you jump again, you jump backwards, you can bait out those 2 H's all day, every day. And, hey, even if they call it the double jump, you have a stall error as well. Like, you can just grab onto the pod.
Yeah, that J5U is quite powerful, or it looks like it will be. Looks like we're still kind of, like, unlocking some of the potential right there. New character, after all. But I'm excited to see what we have in the future. Deva right now, able to run that post-SBA pressure. Oh, does not confirm the far medium right there. Able to land the 2 medium, and this is going to be a big drop. Just kidding. Oh, that's utterly tragic.
And this is the 6 classic, right? Try to get in there, apply that pressure. Don't let them breathe. Don't give them an opportunity to. Gonna spend the meter on the reversal. She doesn't have a meterless reversal, so she has to be able to spend half of it to be able to try to, like, use it to, you know, pressure the opponent who wants to get a little bit too much aggression on their knockdown. We got a grab coming out. Goes underneath the feet of the process. What are we going to do? We almost got full ammo on top of that. We thought it was going to be the full version. That was the call out. But it ended up being just a simple wall cling for a second instead.
Huge drop from Fuselit right there. Able to get the crumple state off that U skill and just completely missed the follow-up. Might have been a little too far away. I'm not 100% sure how close you need to be to convert there, but that was the round. Deva able to steal that back. That's crazy.
I'm wondering if Hughes thought it was going to be like a wall kick, like the full screen one. So, like, that could have been, like, what was going on. Regardless, We got Deva coming up here and just getting this damage climbing further and further, but good response coming up from Fuselit. You're gonna see that mid combo coming out. Oh my god, that heavy went so far. It is doing so much damage.
That's the range I'm used to seeing Fuselit play around. That's big Vaseraga energy right there. And that's big throw bait energy right here. Are you dead? This build's super. You died. No, combo limit. Oh, goodness. That was too close for comfort.
And we saw the Raging Strike come out as well. On top of that, so we're just going to spend the meter on the reversal. Don't even try to play the guessing game. We shoot the beam out. You are pushing forward. You're done.
Yeah, just an instant beam assist right there. Oh, we're playing Dragon Ball after all, fellas. We're out here.
Yo, you said beam assist? I thought Marvel 2 for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. All right. Man, a cold try. Respect.
Now here we go. Back here in the corner. Fuselit taking quite the beating upon round start, but we jump out of there. We jump out immediately, and we get a big, heavy counter hit to just try to rack up that damage as much as possible. How big is this chain going to go?
This is going to be not quite a full 40%. Almost gets the reset right there. That was almost really bad for Deva. Still able to find their way kind of out of the corner here. Lucky trade in the far L, but still get smoked. This is a bad spot.
Let's see how much damage we're able to come out. We don't have enough meter to try to convert that into too much, but if we get one more hit, and that's going to be a big, juicy hit on top of that, convert it into a kill. Fuselit taking on the first round in this game, too.
2B's got some pretty hefty anti-air damage, especially when you get it that close to the corner. You can lick that heavy after. Oh, good stuff from Fuselit. Still, right off the bat, Deva spends the early Raging Strike. That's kind of necessary in this matchup so far, right? You need to get Fuselit into the corner as soon as possible and get your mix on. There's the low option. Huge drop again, though. Oh, that could be trouble. If you give Fuselit an inch here, yeah, there's the back throw.
This is exactly what Fuselit's like used to playing with, right? Like when you play the likes of Vaseraga, you're used to being pressured against. You're used to being in the corner constantly. So he's got the determination to try to escape that corner. However, Deva's got a lot of pressure here, but he spent every single one of his BP. So this could be really, really scary if we get that one swing, but we're not going to give it up.
Almost gave it up with the drops right there. A couple key ones from Deva in that round, but still able to clutch it out. I'm noticing Fuselit's getting a lot of jumps over, but not committing to the JH right there, which I believe is her only cross-up button. I don't know if that's like a weird spacing thing or not, but I don't know. I think they could have found at least one hit off some of those situations.
Yeah, it's weird because a lot of characters have like the jump U usually being their like cross-up attack, especially like Gran, for instance, but her jump U is
typically, yeah.
But hers is different. You know, it's the air stall, so it's not really the kick. She gets a kick afterwards while on the pod, but to be a kick, we're getting kicked in the face right now. All of this damage, like 50% gone in the blink of an eye.
Taking a bravery point here too. That's huge because that means this kill or hit is probably gonna kill. Oh no, do we have the cooldowns for it? No, combo limit. Yeah, gotta go for the reset here. Sheesh. Locked, dead. There it is. Deva gets the punish, and that's 1-1. All right.
Yeah, Deva bringing that back. Starting to understand the 2B, but we might have a character swap here. Are we going to Vaseraga for 6? Is that the play?
We'll see. Yeah, there it is. It's the comfort pick. And this is necessary right here because I just got the heads up that winner of this plays Aaron to Mac. Who y'all saw top 8 Frosty Faustings, no slouch. So
yeah.
you want to have your A game going into that. You need to go in with some confidence. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean Aaron, he got 4th, bro. Like that's really good at a qualifier.
I think sent Zerom to losers. Like beat some killers too. Had an honestly crazy run. I did not have them making it into top 8, so I gotta give it up for that.
Yeah, and these players are trying to give it up to try to fight against him, right? So here with the Vaseraga swapping off of the 2B, this is a character that, like you said, is a comfort pick, has a lot of armor to be able to play with. His entire game plan is about trying to push him away. Put the install on right there, the little stock icon, the Soul Forge. If he has that, he's able to take 2 additional hits without flinching. So that can be very useful against the likes of Six, who's all about the multi-hits.
Oh, and of course, having a frame 1 invincible command grab helps too. Let's go. Spending the 50 meter. No, too far away to punish. Oh, that's crushing. All right, still Fuselit can basically get the chip kill right here. You just have to not get hit. There's the armor. Oh, goodness. Too scary.
Literally just a walk. That's all it was.
All right. If Fuselit clutches this, y'all know what we do in chat when that happens.
Oh, I already know, man. I got the Hawaiian punch ready to rock. You feel me?
My man. All right, let's go.
How Fuselit? What was really cool is that Fuselit was able to put that situation on because of the Brave counter, right? Using the Brave counter defensively, but also it does damage, so put him into chip killing range. That's actually not a bad solution to go for when they're at low health. And right now, Deva needs a way out of this corner because against the likes of Vaseraga, it might not happen. We got the spot dodges coming out. Once more, we're in chip range. We're doing a YOLO super skybound art. We were ready for it. Spot dodge. You're done for. Have a smack on the head.
Damn, good stuff. Fuselit looking ultra clean with the main. Still had some good stuff with the 2B though. Like I want to give plenty of credit to the Fuselit 2B. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting our resident Vaseraga specialist to break out the counter or the side piece in round 1 here. So credit where credit's due. Showed us some good stuff, and I'm hoping we're going to see maybe some of that 2B later in the bracket. But I don't know. Against Aaron DeMac, what do you think? I think we're going to see Vaseraga. I think it's going to be.
I think it's got to be Vas.
Listen, all I'm saying is maybe they're just a Nier Automata fan. You know, maybe we're just a Nier fan. Maybe we're okay. So there's a difference between being a Nier Automata fan and a 2B fan. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Let's
not litigate that too closely because you're right. Yeah. Exactly. You're so right though.
I had a friend of mine who got a gift from some friends. It was his birthday the other day.
Okay.
And it was like a pad for mouse, a mouse pad, if you will. And it was of 2B, and you can imagine what it was.
Okay.
Yeah,
did it have a wrist rest?
He's not a Nier Automata fan, but he's a 2B fan. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You hate to see it. Oh goodness. All right. Well, sometimes it'd be like that. I think Boston Blue Beat had a really fun skit about that for Beach episode last year about stick art that y'all should go watch. That was hilarious. Looks like next up we're gonna get Yuna? Yuna versus Primitive. Yuna beating Blue. All right, let's go. We've had some kind of fun upsets so far in this bracket tonight.
We've had a bunch that I did not expect, to be honest.
Let me take a peek.
Branch beat Kai, some of the losers. Gabagool beat Coach Steve, sent Steve to losers.
That's a good name, by the way, Gabagool.
Oh, it's a great one.
Gabagool,
it's a great one. Doza beat Rowlet. Let's go, Doza. Doza plays a ton of games, so no surprise that Doza's sick with it. But Rowlet is a pretty practiced Siegfried. Damn, that's crazy. Wavie still in. Yeah.
Looking pretty.
Apparently, Hazel's on the 2B. We are gonna see Hazel versus Doza.
Yes.
Yeah.
2B again.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
I think there's gonna be a lot of 2Bs.
Come on, it's the newest character. It's like the first tournament since she's legal. So.
See, I thought that, but then with Lucilius, we didn't see him at all. But now we're seeing all the 2Bs.
Okay, but who's Lucilius?
Lucilius is you play the gotcha.
Yeah, he's the main villain. He's the main villain.
Gotcha.
He's the main villain of the Sky is Blue arc. Yes, we all know that. But only Granblue fans know that. Now who's 2B?
I don't play Nier Automata, so I actually don't know.
Doesn't matter. You know who 2B is.
2Booty. That's what what's her name? They made the Luane. That's what Luane calls her if Luane's the announcer and you pick her.
Really?
It says 2Booty.
That's incredible. Wow.
Of course it'd be Luane of all characters.
Luane. I'd be disappointed if anything else happened, to be honest.
So we're not getting Siegfried versus 2B this time around. It's Siegfried versus Cag. So we're not seeing the Soul Calibur match, unfortunately, this time around.
Oh, that is a bummer. Yeah.
Siegfried, if it's Siegfried versus 2B, what game are we talking about?
I don't know. Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, right? That's it.
Or Soul Calibur,
Yeah, for real. All right, here we go. So this is kind of an awkward matchup. Siegfried plays around some of Cagliostro's buttons in a way that makes her kind of have to play a different game than she can. Still might see some wilding out, but we shall see. Oh no, super jump from downtown, gonna get the corner carry. Yeah, there's the throw bait. This is a rough start for Yuna.
So what's really rough about this matchup in particular, oh my god, we're just doing it all right here in the corner. This is like such a struggle. Yuna just wants to just play the game, finally gets a Brave counter, puts up some traps, and we're just gonna reversal out of that. You thought it was your turn, and nah.
That is crazy. All right. Hold it on by a thread here. Almost to 100 meter, and the ultimate DP comes out. Looks like beat out the EX teleport. He's gonna go for the invincible version. So yeah, you're gonna get smoked.
Yeah, you're gonna get obliterated right there. What I was gonna say earlier is Siegfried can play at like every range because up close he just devastates you, but from far away he's got a fantastic projectile that even Cag has to worry about contesting with, right?
Yeah. Oh goodness. There it is. To you, bro, every time. Oh my goodness. Low-key underrated button for Cagliostro. Trying to go for the new route too.
Thought it was going to be a Brave counter, optimated out, got the Raging Strike. Instead, we're going to go for the Jump U instead with the ultimate variety. Oh no, this is bad. Going to take a lot of damage, lose a BP in the process, but Prim has to get that momentum right here, right now, and this could be the start of something very beautiful. We're spending it.
100 meter here. Oh, gotta look out for that U teleport, and yeah, you can see backing off right there. Primitive finally runs into it. Great patience from Yuna. Good stuff.
Yeah, didn't really find the opportunity to also go for the little bit of meter, right? Whenever Siegfried installs those stocks, he takes a little bit of his health, but his damage increases while that meter's like up. If he manages to get the 3 stocks, he like craps out damage, dude. Like he will just obliterate the crap out of you with any hit.
Oh yeah, most definitely, especially if you're missing diamonds too. It is absurd. What a throw bait. All right, Yuna going for the classic. That EX teleport does have a little bit of a hitbox, so you have to be aware. 2U every time. Sometimes you just got a fuzzy mash 2U, buffer a little Raging Strike behind it. You know, stack that paper. Here we go.
Dude, stacking the paper, and we're stacking these grabs, man. We're putting them right back into this deadly corner. We're trying to bait out the option.
Jesus.
Yuna knew the timing of that. It's like you're gonna try to go for a 6XL or a run-up grab or run-up something right here, right now, and I am catching those feet.
And backdash like doesn't work in this game like it does a lot of other anime games. I don't think there's any iframes on that, so you can get clipped by the low pretty cleanly. Good stuff from Yuna for recognizing.
Extremely tough thing to be able to deal with. By the way, something that Primitive has been doing in this matchup is whenever you see Yuna put up those traps with the Cag traps on the ground, the projectile eats them. And it allows you to be able to just like go right through it, and like any trap she has got up, like Siegfried can just clear them.
I'm saying this feels like one of Cag's harder matchups in this version of the game. Oh, just spending the Brave counters back and forth, but gets caught by the raw Rekka. Honestly, that could have been so much worse. Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, we're teleporting and DPing from both sides. We're just let's just reset back to neutral, you know? Oh my god, we're spending it on the ultimate DP, coming right back in, tries to catch him off guard. We have gone Gorilla Brain. I am not sure what.
This is Siegfried, bro. That's the key. It's always Gorilla Brain, you know what I'm saying?
Reversal after reversal after just a big wind-up swing. We want to hit you right here, right now. It is always my turn. Respect me, please.
Absolutely. Strike throw really means strike or DP, you know?
Yeah. Strike or strike. Strike or invincible strike. Oh, good 2H. You'll be able to call that out from Yuna. It's always risky to try to go for a 2H against the likes of Cag, who has the ability to, you know, stall in the air, go for a teleport, or even just go for the golden statue.
There it is. Just like that. You're missing half your health right there. Oh, I was going to say kind of wasted that ultimate trap, but gets the throw bait right after. Yeah, the JU able to beat out the 2H right there. Cag is a pretty solid 2H, but it doesn't go too far up vertically, so able to get smoked, and now you're stuck in the corner. This is not good.
Oh, well, going to turn that corner into your advantage. Yuna coming right back in, applying a lot of damage, sets up shop with that trap, allows her to do anything that your heart's desire, and ends it with the grab. There was so much going on there. I'm not even shocked Primitive got caught by that grab.
Yeah, I'll give a little golf clap for that one. That was nice. That was nice. Yuna on set point right here. Primitive fighting for their life, trying to avoid that loser's bracket. Gotta have to tighten this up a little bit. Yuna's starting to find some of these holes. Oh, no, right as I say that, though, gets hit by the raw Rekka. Unblockable setup, and this is a bad spot. Not going to be enough to kill here, but you are one hit away.
Yeah, that's really tough with that setup because even if you go for the spot dodge afterwards, because it's being used kind of like a meaty, it's still Siegfried's turn right after. So you just kind of have to hold it even though you got the dodge. Yo.
Big bait, yeah. Oh, no punish. Oh, that's really bad. And yeah, the UDP's gonna chip right there. Checkmate. Oh, goodness. Primitive holding on. We're going to game 3.
Something tells me that when Primitive hit 1 HP that he was going to go for a reversal. Like, something in my soul told me that.
Yeah, I don't know. Getting chipped out in this game feels so bad because oh, I've made so many mistakes. I've put myself in checkmate. Like, you're trying to avoid that at all costs.
I threw that queen away way too early. Good bait. That far H from Cag is not easy to get a big punish on, and that's exactly what we saw from Primitive. Yuna gets a grab, pushes you right back in, and starts to let that damage climb. They both got 100 meter, by the way. I think they're both trying to save it for that one opportunity to get that big hit.
Yuna's success rate with run-up, teleport for the throw bait, I think is almost 100. Oh, all right, that's huge. Has to spend the last 2, and there we go. The refund. Is this dead, bro? I think this is going to be close.
I think you're done for. Oh my god, you're living! Sliver of health tries to go for the reversal, and Primitive is not having that. Goes for the dive kick.
JU. I gotta lab that, but that looks like that's kind of like OS is that reversal a little bit. That's nice. Ooh, all right. Primitive with the tech, maybe?
Coming right back into it. Oh, overhead, gonna catch you. Don't really get too much off of it. You just get a small little smack and a little bit of annoyance on the opponent. Oh my god, the big, mighty swing coming in from full screen. Primitive's racked up that damage bit by bit. We're gonna cash out on the Skybound Art. It's gonna deal a clean 50% damage. Yuna struggling to get out of the situation. Oh, that was gonna be a Brave counter.
I was going to say one hit away, but Primitive not ready to convert off that 2M right there. And once again, run up EX teleport. Yeah, yeah.
Good call out from Yuna. He recognized that Primitive was going super aggro. Every single time Primitive has the health lead, you know he's trying to push the envelope with the pressure, with the damage, with everything. So we're just going to call that out immediately and put you right back into the corner. This Yuna's not out just yet. Oh, we got caught mashing off of that final part of the Rekka. We thought it was going to be something else, and it wasn't. Primitive cleaning that up, takes the set, going to move on to the winner's side of things.
Very clean game 3. We kind of saw that adjustment kicking in right about halfway through game 2 when Primitive was able to turn that around, really get a read on some of Yuna's tendencies, and focuses on using these good buttons from Siegfried to really just bully Cagliostro. And game 3 was very convincing. Good stuff to Primitive. I believe that was for top 16 winners, correct? Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
All of these are for top 16 winners.
Oh, that's fun. All right. So Primitive is probably going to be playing, I think, the winner of Aaron DeMack and Fuselit. That's going to be a banger. Well, we're going to have, are we going to, oh, yeah.
Gabagool
right,
and Branch, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do Gabagool and Branch. And then, no, we are going to get Synn and Artorias. We still are going to see them. It's just after Gabagool and Branch.
Artorias was one of the upset. Artorias beating Chinatown isn't really an upset, but like Jan's been consistent enough in these brackets where I'm not used to seeing them go to losers before top 8, top 16, you know. But Artorias is one of those cats that like has pretty consistently been putting the work in. I think is a Siegfried player, right? I'm not totally just making that up. Help me out here, Chad. I'm pretty sure they're a Siegfried player.
I think so. I can't remember.
That's a good guess, right? Because we got tons of Siegfrieds that entered these brackets.
Dude, speaking of Siegfried, Rowlet versus Kai is happening off stream in losers, and that's wild to me. I can't believe that's happening in losers.
That's a bummer. That's an old like New York match too, back when Rowlet was
before Rowlet went to Boston. Yeah. NYCZ Brandon.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I always forget about that's the same person. Thank you. You always correct me on that. Damn, that's crazy. All right, so Gabagool beat Coach Steve. So I'm real curious to see what they can do against Branch here. Branch obviously on the Siegfried. I'm curious if Coach was playing a secondary for this bracket because I've been told they're already out. But if Coach was playing Siegfried, this could spell some trouble for Branch. Gabagool might have the insight here.
I mean, maybe Steve was messing around with 2v2. We don't
Yeah.
know. Or maybe Gabagool was just playing out of their mind, knows this matchup backwards and forwards. But right now, looking like getting caught by 2BP already out the gate. A drop combo coming out from Branch. It does not matter. We're going to keep that corner pressure climbing.
Yeesh, quick tech again. And yeah, that's a punish right there. I think you saw that, or you called that out in our Uber match. Yeah, if you duck that EX layer, you get a clean 2L punish right there if you're fast enough. Damn, speaking of punish.
Dude, that was just like... I mean, that's how you play against grapplers in any game. Like, you put them in the corner, you don't let them play the game. Because the second they get momentum, it becomes really scary. But their defensive options are usually severely limiting. If you look at Ladiva, for instance, she's got no meterless reversal. The only thing she can do at this situation is go for a brave... Oh, or that. Go for a brave grab, toss their ass into the corner instead, and just swap positions.
That was a big, hey, watch this moment of Gabagool. No defensive options, huh? All right. Check out the spec, bro.
I was gonna say you have to spend a BP on a brave counter or something. No, we're conserving these diamonds.
No, we're spending
never mind.
them now.
As I say that, like, we're just spending them like crazy. Brave counter to brave counter.
Your curse game is powerful in this round. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you are spitting right now, my friend. Oh, all right. Strike throw action. Strike throw the grappler. This is the range I want to see Branch play at. Come to me. There's the 2H. You died. I don't need a counter hit conversion to get that one going.
I respect the jump, Gabagool going for the jump, because it's like something they have yet to do the entire game. It was something maybe Branch wasn't even expecting, but unfortunately wasn't committing any buns, had it in their mental radar, went for the 2H, was able to close out that first game.
So again, these like higher level Siegfried players are so good at like punishing you with H normals and stuff like that, letting you get into that 2M range, and then just smacking you as you sprint forward. Oh my god, so good at getting that space trap in. 6-6L, though, going to give Gabagool a little breathing room right here. Nah, never mind. Never mind. This is the Siegfried show.
Yeah, we're going to go right through that. Good punish. Optimal going for the spot dodge. Grabbing just to get that corner swap instead of opting to go for damage instead. And now we're putting Ladiva right back in there with no meter. Does not matter. Going to go for that EX grab, command throw, and try to get this damage climbing. That's done, though.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, kind of a big buff for Ladiva going into this version of the game was the guard, like, her ability to convert off guard crush. Like, Lariat feels a lot better now.
Yeah, just being able to have that just, like, smack from so far away and also not feel, you know, when it's that quick, it feels really good. Oh, we got a hit, no confirm coming out. We got to be able to catch those, and we're just going to DP through that. We saw the headbutt coming. It's like, nah.
Oh, there it is. Speaking of guard crush, spending the 50 for the U skill right there, the U Lariat. But still runs into the fireball, and Gabagool able to get a little micro conversion off that. All right, let's go. Strike throw action. Branch sitting on a hefty life lead right here. Get strike throw to death? Question mark? No, 2U. I do have a reversal. It's called 2U.
Bro, the classic FUC. You do it twice, but not the third time. Not going to be able to get the successful approach on. Going to spend some meter instead, right? At this point, Branch could just play the long-range game. You know, there's no reason for you to try to, like, risk that. But the ultimate Lariat, you can't duck under. Now we got pressure coming out here from Gabagool. Puts you right back into the corner. Are we going to spend it? Oh, we get the raging strike instead. You are dead.
Reset. So I'm pretty sure whatever happened right there took that last diamond away, made it so Branch could not break that. So that was just a straight, like, unblockable setup type deal right there. Could have beat it with a spot dodge, but I ain't reacting to that. I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
Yeah, I mean, that, to be honest, that's a setup that Siegfrieds have, but with their ultimate unblockable, you know, not strike.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Actually gets the punish on the 2U this time. All right, we're starting to adjust. Starting to dial in a little bit. Oh, not hard enough, apparently. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, we got the reversal. I mean, she's got to spend meter for it, but it's definitely worth it to try to get out of that corner. We got the crouching light punish coming out. Going to get you just some hefty amount of damage while also applying a lot of pressure. Trying to catch some toes with the dash M. Not going to be able to close it out. We got the better ult coming out to challenge your ult, bro, as a reaction.
So fast right there. Branch 1 round away from sending Gabagool to losers and moving on to top 16. Oh, that's a great start. All right, 6-6L in the corner as Siegfried. All right, well, we're going to get a little Little strike throw action here. Yeah, instantly spends that brave counter. I don't blame you.
Didn't have to worry about the reversal, but good jump coming up from Gabagool. Going to put Branch right back into the corner, but not for long. We're backing it up bit by bit. But one thing Siegfried can do is when you got that slow-moving projectile, that gives him a free dash, and that is one of the best neutral skips in the game. Just run up with the projectile. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that projectile in particular, you called it out earlier in the Cagliostro matchup, picking up the traps. That's what I'm saying. Real Siegfried players use that overhead swing as a footsie's option. Damn.
Yeah.
Good stuff from Branch.
We got a character swap coming out?
No, that's it. That's 2-0, bro.
2-1.
2-1. 2-1, excuse me.
2-1. I was going to say, like, I wasn't at the score. That is my fault. For some reason,
it's all
I thought it was gonna be a race to 3, you know, or a race to 4, race to 5. Like
next time, I'll try to manifest the first to 3 with you at the same time.
Bet.
We'll see if we could gaslight him to giving us first to 3s.
It's entirely possible.
Winner's final. That's what I'm saying. Like now you say that, but you're also the cat that like puts the score on the board as Foxov's still finishing the combo. The combo drops, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna leave it. He's got this, and he gets that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Uni Sunday night. I saw that, Imp. I got you.
It was an insurmountable situation. It's just like, dude, it's like when you're watching soccer and it's 1-0, but there's not enough time. You just know. Sometimes you just know.
Grown men playing against children. They're like, well, they don't need to score again, and they're not going to score again. And I don't say that to disrespect Foxov's opponent. Foxov's just that sick with it. You feel me? Like,
yo, speaking of disrespect, you guys can't disrespect the stream by going to the Match Arena. Head on over to the Match Arena to try to get some donations towards these players, redeem those codes, spend some extra money if you got it, complete some quests before we dive into our next match here. Synn with the Zooey facing off against the Siegfried Artorias.
And so Artorias, like, I love the fact that Artorias is playing Siegfried with the helmet on, because this has big like Artorias from Dark Souls vibes. You feel me? Synn, on the other hand, pretty frequent top 8 maker here in these rising brackets. So I'm curious to see how far they're gonna make it this time. Gonna have to make it through one of the young up and comers though.
Yeah,
Artorias, already layering that strike throw game. Here it is.
It's tough. You know, Synn got 4th place last week at WASD, so we with Zooey be climbing it bit by bit. But right now, today's the bracket of Siegfrieds, man, because like this is like the struggle we have to go through day by day here at WASD.
Super solid character. Relatively easy to use. You still take some time to master, but I don't know. This character feels mad good. Look at this life lead right here. Artorias can just afford to play the control game and finally wait for the whiff punish. What I say about Siegfried players using that as a footsie's option?
They use it as a footsie's option.
They use it as a footsie's option. Yeah. You're right. You were paying attention. Full points.
Yeah, I was.
Full points.
By the way, good footsie's option coming out here. Zooey coming right back in the Synn. The pressure. Oh, we're just gonna spend that on the jump, bait out that grab. That is the try and true. We see Synn going for that all the time.
And it's such a strong option. Like, this character in Cagliostro especially have these monster rewards off throw bait. It's crazy good. Yo, you woke up with the violence there? Okay, no dragon set, so I respect it.
It's the Siegfrieds, man. They just want to push buttons. They want to think it's their turn. It's always their turn. It's never your turn.
As Siegfried, I'm inclined to agree with you. I am inclined to agree. Yeah, just waiting patiently. Synn recognizes I need one more hit. This might even chip if I get lucky, but either way, gonna take it with the UDP again. Speaking of DPs.
That was a good spot dodge, right? We thought it was going to be a spot DP immediately, but it was actually delayed from Art. So he was able to get right back in there, get some more damage, back into the corner. Good conversion. What's going to be option? Oh, we got base. We don't even need to go for the dive kick. That was the simple dash up jump, which is kind of scary to go for against the likes of Zooey, who has plenty of aerial options.
That's the old throw bait from Granblue Vanilla back when the mix-up option was throw bait or like get hit by the overhead for a counter hit. That's how the Japanese players baited that, as a slightly safer option.
That's a Street Fighter 2 throw bait.
Damn, all right, well, if you want to get real technical with it, I can't argue with that. You're right. You're 100% right.
Jump in.
Artorias takes the first game, though. All right. Props to Artorias.
Yeah. But we're going to just run right back here with Synn and see what we're going to be able to do. The round start dash in your face. Respect this dude. How many times can you get reversal by Siegfried before you go insane?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I hit it.
Okay,
I feel like I'm getting close though, you know?
One of these days, we're going to get that block. We're going to get that block. It's going to feel so good.
She is so good at using, what is that armor move? I don't even know. Dash H, I think it is. But like, you get the follow-up that launches you after. Great anti-air. That move right there, so effective at getting the party started for Zooey here.
Oh, the crouching medium. Gonna try to get that poke. Can't get the conversion because it's too far away, but we're respecting the meter, right? Art's got meter, has all diamonds, can easily convert this into something huge. Baits out the grab yet again with the back dash this time around. Can't get that conversion. Instead goes for the sweep. You are done, Zo.
Yeah, that's it. Didn't even need to spend the super there. Just said, all right, I'll style on you a little bit. No big deal. It's called guaranteed kills. We take those, and this is potential elimination here for us, or not elimination. Excuse me. Your winner side life being over real quick. Artorias needs one more round.
Yeah, looking very tough right now for Synn. There's that jump that what I was talking about, right? If you end up going for that, you are at risk of taking this much damage instead. Just play it patient, go for the 2H instead. Simple anti-air is all you need to be able to go for. Jumps not as good as they were back in vanilla. So, you do it again. Run up, fade out that grab once more and get that electricity going. But there's one thing that Zooey can sometimes struggle with, it's damage.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. Still got strong enough neutral options. My goodness, speaking of which, Far L, plink in that Raging Strike. That honestly should have killed. Out of diamonds there, unfortunately. Yeah, but there it is. What is that? Dashing M, I think? I think that's the, that's
the overhead, bro. I mean, literally, that's like the classic overhead from, like, vanilla, right? When you just go for, when it wasn't a dash attack, but you just do it from that far away. So many Zooey's got away with those overheads, and she can still do it in this game.
And the really good Zooey's, like, spaced that out perfectly, so even if you blocked it, it was still their turn. Like, I don't know. I remember Apple hitting that so many times. Yo, no punish? Oh, no. 2M definitely would have worked right there. Damn.
That's tough. Whenever Siegfrieds go for Rekkas like that, right, it's like you have multiple options to be able to go for follow-ups, right? And one of them is a parry. So if you try to, like, challenge it right afterwards, you could get blown up for it.
Oh, sorry, I'm so focused on that sick combo from Synn right there. I don't think I've seen that Zooey side switch. That was clean.
Yeah, dude, be able to side switch into the ultimate, like, dragon too on top of it, just to give you that big oomph of damage as well as corner carry. Very smart.
Yeah, Zooey has some kind of fun looking ultimate skills. I'm not gonna lie.
Zooey's sick.
He's finally able to hold on to a little bit of a life lead here. One touch away, like you're gonna take a little bit of that damage buff that Siegfried's got. Oh, that could have been so much worse. All right. Super on deck, and there it is. Yeah, just waiting. So patient. No animation? Excuse me?
From that far away, dude. You gotta be closer. You gotta be closer to get it. But even then, didn't even do that much damage to begin with. And we spent all the meter on that. We're just gonna do the projectile war. Yeah, normally Siegfried, your projectile is really good, but I got a dragon with a big ass laser. It's gonna go through.
Just slow enough where like you could react to it, and that needed to be a reaction because that was the last of that dragon meter. Synn used that perfectly. We're tied up. Air unblockable with the dashing H. Yeah, that is 100% air unblockable. Just jailed by the dragon laser. Ultimately not mattering. Yeah, brave counterbait. Good stuff.
Art's been doing that a lot this game, running up there and either going for a jump or a backdash to try to bait out these grabs from Synn, recognizing that anytime he gets close, that Synn wants to go for that tech grab immediately.
Yeah. It's almost like the Uni tech, right? Backdash OS on Wake Up. I don't know, I'm getting flashbacks right now. Maybe I've just been playing too much Uni. Either way.
Gotta put that PTSD away because right now, finding it right here in the game once more, runs up, jumps, lightning, bro. That is such a scary thing to go for. Again, the 6-6H coming out, using that armor through as a round start. Very strong start. Oh, we finally block a DP, and we're going to get a punish out of it.
No, huge drop. That was a close, heavy starter, too. No, Synn. All right. Still sitting on a round lead right here. Yeah, okay. Gets the side switch and the counter hit. Dust loops. Yup. Not going to be enough to build a super, though.
Literally in the process of that, too, we ended up eating one of those BPs from Art because it was like he was trying to go for a brave counter, but no swing came out.
Yeah, probably going to see one spent early here if they get forced back on defense. Like, next hit is dead anyway. Yeah,
what is this backup, bro? We're just waiting for you to push a button. When Zooey has that much meter, she wants full screen distance. She wants you to push any button in your entire arsenal, and she wants to send out the dragon.
Yeah, so if you jump right there, the dragon's coming out. If you try to set up a fireball, the super's coming out. That was just clean clinical play from Synn right there. Yeah, check the walk back, just waiting for any option. Come on, do something committal, do something committal. Even whiffing a couple buttons there at the end, like kind of scary, but Synn's pretty sick with it. In case of point, secures their spot in top 16. I live for this because I'm pretty sure they're going to be facing off against Uber. Yo, what? Uber beat Koji Coco 2-0?
Yeah, dude, this bracket today has been not what I expected at all, to be honest.
All right, yeah.
What is happening? I'm looking, dude. I'm looking at the bracket right now.
I got the lore for you. I got the lore. You ready for this?
How?
Uber eliminated, I think, 3 or 4 Nears at Frosty's with Ladiva. Near is the Ladiva killer. I don't know if Koji Coco was playing Ladiva. If maybe we were seeing a little 2B action. But either way, like, Uber proved it right there. Good stuff.
Yo, speaking of 2B, you got WitchHazel up here to bat, playing with the new 2B, facing off against Doza, who's gonna be rocking with the
Gran.
The Gran.
That makes sense.
The main character. There he is.
That makes sense. I feel like Doza might not always play the Shotos, but they're not uncommon for sure. All right, here we go. Obviously haven't seen this matchup yet, so this should be exciting. Oh, we got the good skin for the sword too. All right. The kilo skin, as I like to call it.
We match the colors of the weapons to the colors of the skin. So very cool thing coming out here. Again, WitchHazel with the 2B, trying to apply that a lot of damage right out the gate, spending a lot of the ammo in the process because she doesn't have those cooldowns. She's got the ammo instead. You got to be on the lookout for it. Oh, we try to stall it. Good patience from Doza, recognizing that there was going to be a stall and went for the 2H instead. If there's one thing that Gran can do in this game, it is corner carry, and it is do a lot of damage.
Yeah, especially spending that ultimate boot right there. Great mid-screen option for Grant coming off the fireball. Oh, no. This might be a lot worse. Oh, wow. Spent like half that meter face first into the Brave counter, too. It's already coming back, but no conversion? Bro.
Look at all these crouching mediums coming up from Doza. It's because it's one of the very few crouching mediums that are plus on blocks. So you just kind of have to hold that unless you go for a reversal, which for 2B has to go for it. We just call out that Raging Strike with the ultimate DP instead. Puts you right back into the corner. Doza looking for an opportunity to just throw out the old fireball.
That was a reaction. As soon as you see that sparkle, that's a free DP. The more this game like kind of develops, I think we're going to see more people start to react to spot dodge, which you also got a clean punish for. But DP still kind of the safe option right there, I guess. Don't have to worry about messing up the timing and get a counter hit at least.
A big auto combo energy coming out here, applying a lot more damage in the process. Very sick combos. I'm a big fan of the combo routes that 2B has at her arsenal, and WitchHazel's definitely been labbing them.
Yeah, I mean, WitchHazel's a Narmaya player, right? So, like, both characters, you got to kind of know your route. So it doesn't surprise me that WitchHazel's got the sauce already. Yo, almost had the whiff punish right there. I love the patience.
Yo, you play Narmaya and 2B, huh?
What are you trying to say, Austy? What do you
mean? I'll say
you sharing some opinions here?
Someone's got to type. Someone's got to type. That's all I'm going to say. They like katanas, you know?
Exactly. That's what I was talking about as well. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, game 1's going to final round here, and this is all the 2B pressure burning through all of this meter. Even spending the 5U to act as a little backdash right there. Has more recovery than your actual backdash, but if you catch a button with it, you can get that clean punish with the follow-up.
Oh, we're trying to mix up with the aerial stall too on top of that. Doza playing insanely patient, by the way, waiting for the prime opportunity, recognizing go for the Brave counter, responds back in kind, but blocks it that time around. And oh, that goes right through Fireball. Got to be on the lookout for that. Can't just be throwing those out willy-nilly against 2B.
Yeah, for sure. Now you're pretty much one hit away from taking it. All right, spent the Brave counter, and there it is. Yo, you called out that 2M earlier. Great button to try to hit confirm with, and this is why right here. No bravery points left for Doza, so cannot afford to get hit. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's it. Game 1 going to WitchHazel.
Did you notice how Doza got corner carry from the other corner with all that meter? Like that is the power of Gran, but it was not enough against WitchHazel, who is playing extremely strong right now, using the double jumps to mix up the timing upon the landing, gets the damage right back in. And the difference between these two characters is that, you know, 2B's not getting that, racking up that damage, but oh no, you got caught against the corner against Gran. Here comes the damage.
That was a great roll. Love that adjustment from Doza, beating that float mix right there. Oh, okay, all right, scary again, but we're good. 214A just absolutely smokes the spot dodge. Yeah, and now you gotta spend it. You gotta spend that, not trying to deal with it. Oh, speaking of spending it, the DP's coming out, the throw bait as well.
Dude, Witch knows the broken stuff on this character. It's very fun to see.
Yeah, this is kind of fun to see the 2B clinic this early. I like it.
Now, whenever you see her like kind of floating in air against Doza, she's using the float right on top of them just to kind of mix up the timing of when we swing out. But hey, you know what? We did a simple cross-up, jump, view. That's all you got to go for.
Yeah, WitchHazel doing a really good job using that J5 view as a throw bait too, right? Similar to how we saw Zooey using the ultimate lightning in the last set. Here we go. Oh yeah, a little strike throw action coming right at you. Do another one. No, we're gonna counter hit far heavy. And no, that's actually a big drop right there. You should have been able to get so much more. Oh no.
But it's okay. We still got pressure here. Gonna call it that spot dodge again. No conversions coming out when we find that counter hit. And we're still applying the pressure. We got full meter, spending it all on there. Baits out the diamond in the process. There was no way for Doza to get out of there that early.
Very nearly got the whiff punish off the whiffed Brave counter right there. And WitchHazel still able to find the second hit and finds the hit off the 214M. Oh no, this is bad. This is a bad way to start. Not a ton of damage, but now you're stuck in the corner. You got to take a risk. Got to take a risk to get out.
Throw out that reversal, catch a swinging at me. Gets another big hit on top of it. Damage starting to climb here. Spend the BP on a raging strike to keep it going. And we almost got full ammo on top of that. And another counter hit. You are dead.
Going for the swag combo too. Honestly, when you're that low, sometimes it's better to just kind of do like Raging Strike, Raging Chain, heavy Raging Strike, Raging Chain, just to keep it clean and easy. WitchHazel said, nah, I'm gonna practice my routes right now. We ain't even in top 16 yet. I need the reps.
You have 6 O's in this game? I didn't even see her. That's crazy. I've never seen the victory screen, I guess, for that character because let it actually play out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's crazy.
WitchHazel being the first one to do it.
True. I'm not gonna lie. I tried some 2B and ranked last night, and I also did not rack up a single win. This character is not for me. She's cool though. Like yeah. I don't want to be like downplaying out here because we've seen some pretty strong stuff so far from some of these 2B players, and she seems like one of those characters that we kind of said it earlier, playing a little bit of a different game. We're still trying to decide if that's a good game right now for her. But some of these players are making quite the case for that. We saying SKD was playing a little 2B earlier? Is that is that the wrong
SKD's been messing around with the character. SKD thinks this character is broken. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to come up in the future. But guys, before we see top 16 coming out, we're just going to take a quick little break, give ourselves a little bit of a breather before we jump into the meat and potatoes of this tournament. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yep. Let's go. We are back.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to WASD Open. Got some more Granblue action coming your way. Top 16 coming up. And we got plenty of players. A lot of Siegfrieds today, huh, fellas?
So many.
Yeah. What is going on? Like, what happened?
Yeah, he's a good character. He's a good character. He's got solid options. He's relatively straightforward. And he's got some struggle matchups, but like does pretty well against Cagliostro. Does okay against some of these top tiers. So doesn't surprise me too much that we're seeing the Siegfried army coming out. I think first up we're gonna have Fuselit versus Primitive. And Fuselit's already on with the Vaseraga, not breaking out the 2-beat for top 16. Definitely being a little respectful of Primitive's game so far, who had a pretty solid showing in pools. Beat Yuna 2-1. Pretty close set, but Primitive did a phenomenal job of making it through on the winner side there. So we'll see how they fare against this Vaseraga champion.
And speaking of like character representation, we've seen a lot of 2Bs as well, because obviously it's the new characters, so people want to bust her out. And so far, a lot of them have like Fuselit, they kind of put him back on the back burner whenever they like lose a game. But we saw WitchHazel just previously take a set to secure a winner side spot of top 16 using the character. So we'll see how far Witch can take that character, because if Fuselit's not getting a player, we're still going to see her sometime later on in the stream.
Check loser side too. SQ snuck in there on a pool 2 into losers top 16. So if they win their next 2 games, we will get to see them on stream, and I'm kind of hoping we get to see that. We saw a lot of tech coming from SQ a little bit earlier in the week. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in a practical setting.
Yeah. Here's hoping for what we're going to be able to see later on in the future. But right now, we got to dive into the 2 big boys fighting off against each other. Siegfried with the big sword and Vaseraga with the big body. You know, like literally that's kind of going to be this matchup, is like who's going to be able to get in on who. Primitive, I feel like with Siegfried, has a lot of advantage in terms of being able to play the projectile game, forcing Fuselit to have to approach in this particular matchup, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they both got a good projectile. They're both grounded, but Siegfried's got like the slightly better version.
Yeah, if you commit to like the slower version, that might give Voss time to armor up. So like you gotta make sure you're doing a good job of switching up your timings. But overall I agree. I feel like Siegfried has a better full screen game anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to dive right into it. Primitive once again with the helmet version. Vaseraga, the character that not only has command grabs, but has a stance character as well. So it has the ability to do a lot of different options out of the stance. He managed to equip Soul Forge just like there. That little stock icon right underneath the meter is going to give him the option to put armor on certain moves. Charge being one of them. That actually worked right there. Allowed him to be able to get through that projectile and get the swing in.
Wow, all right. Primitive is going to get the Raging Strike confirmed right here. Just barely whiffing the command grab setup. All right, respect for going for it that early, but unfortunate. Fuselit getting a little whiff punish action going here, and yeah, able to set up stance. All right, the walk. Got to respect the walk. Yo, ready for that roll, too. The crouching jab to just absolutely check that. Damn,
coming right back
everywhere.
Yeah, dude, I'm just trying to get the cross-ups with the jumps. Applies the Soul Forge again one more time. Gets the Brave counter to just give you, elevate some pressure. That's something you're going to have to be able to do. Didn't have the armor, but just opposite, just power through regardless. Uh-oh, we blocked that.
Oh, wow, I really thought that was going to hit. That's crazy. Oh, no, that's going to cost you. That is going to cost you in a big way. Fuselit finally taking that first round.
Dude, there's something really cool about hearing Weight of the World in Granblue tournaments now. Like, this is like a song I just never really expected to hear in Granblue, and now it's here, and it's such a good version. A rock version of this? Come on.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Primitive getting the throw game. Oh, really building that throw game here, saying, hey, come on, commit to it. I know you got meter. I know you want it.
Bro, that dash light coming in yet again. The 6XL kick in the crotch. You gotta be all in respect for it. We got caught by the unblockable too. That is a perfect coming out from Primitive as a response.
Yeah, quite the answer there. Fuselit like extended that first round to what, the 40-second mark, I think. So like did a good job of playing the long game, but Primitive just said, "No, we're not doing that this time. Get my rushdown game going." Speaking of which, 6XL right there. Yeah, that's cool.
I literally can't get over how Primitive backstepped so many times to create some distance and then just dashed full screen. Like that is
Oh.
incredible. That is incredible. No,
You
not
died for
again.
that. Oh, drop. Never mind. Never mind. You're alive. Barely. Oh, goodness. The throw just barely not connecting. And the UDP beats out what looked like Raging Strike startup, which leads me to believe that was a Brave counter missing. But damn, or missed timing, I should say. Excuse me.
You know what? That was a double perfect as a response.
Holy-
double perfect.
Wow. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, good call. Yeah, Primitive with a double perfect to take game one. Good stuff.
I like that run up DP, right? Because it's multi-hit, so it went through
Yep.
all those hits of the armor. I think Fuselit wanted to go for the U version of the stance because that gives him an infinite amount of armor, but I think that was the H version instead. So coming right back in, dashing in with the kicks, converts it into a raging chain, and let's go. The damage is going to keep on climbing right here in the corner. We didn't even need to use that. You were already in the corner. What are you doing? You just want the damage.
Puts him at that good spacing too where, oh no, theoretically you wouldn't have to interact with that, but got a little too close. Doesn't matter. 6-6L's got you once again. Are we going to see another reset attempt? No, we're taking the damage and we're baiting the reversal. Good stuff. All right, Primitive. Yo, set point for Primitive this early? Are you sure? Are you sure about that, Fuselit?
We have figured out this Vaseraga, and Primitive is playing insanely confident. Full screen just accepts that, hey, you got Soul Forge equipped, that's fine. I'm going to keep throwing out these projectiles because you're full screen. That's okay to be able to do this, right? Because if it's already equipped, there's no reason not to just keep playing the long-range game. Second, you get a little bit close. You go for the wind-up swing to kind of close that distance in the middle of the neutral, and we get the grab on top of it. Hey, you're not the only one with the command grab, and a parry, too!
That was too clean. Yo, Primitive is just RPSing in all the right spots right here. Respect. Lands the throw, too. Look at this life lead. It's not quite a perfect, but this is a hefty life lead. That could... okay, all right.
Okay, Fuselit, literally Fuselit's the player that just needs to get that one hit, that one conversion, and we can convert into so much. You're too far away for that to connect. You're going to lose a BP in the process. Fuselit can capitalize on this. Okay, there it goes. The damage starts.
Fuselit's just not getting enough damage from these hits, and I'm wondering if that's like a mid-screen Vaseraga thing, or if we're just not being optimal. Oh yeah, so that move right there, I believe that has infinite armor as well if you're in Soul Forge, but
yeah,
ultimately not gonna matter. Primitive taking it 2-0 over former champion Fuselit. That's crazy. All right,
man, Primitive.
That was my bingo card for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Primitive, the thing is, Primitive was playing extremely strong, you know, coming in there.
Oh, yeah.
Figured it out after the very first round, got the double perfects, and that could have, like, done a lot of, like, mental shattering, because there's something to be said when you get perfected once, it's like, okay, whatever. But when you get perfected twice in a row, it's like,
yeah.
First off, you got to figure it out. But second off, let's be real. When you play Vaseraga, it's not the most uncommon thing in the world. It's the same thing with Ladiva, where if you get into the corner as these two big body characters, it's very easy to steal momentum from them and just keep that snowball because they don't have many reversal options unless they have 50 meter.
And we saw one of the few times that Fuselit actually tried the big meter reversal option, the ultimate command grab there. Absolutely smoked with the neutral jump. Got the clean punish. So definitely made Fuselit think twice about that. So looking at this bracket, Primitive, it looks like this must be one of their first times entering because they went unseeded and beat SQ in round one. So
I think it is their first time entering.
That makes sense. They're making a hell of a run too. Just cracking, I believe that's top 8, right? They just cracked top 8?
Yep.
Yep.
They are in winners semis, getting a top 8 for the first time entering a bracket. I'm going to do some investigative work. I'm going to go through that start.gg. And while I'm doing that investigative work, you guys can check out some Matcherino work. All you got to do is click on that link. Come on, support the tournament. You guys already know what this is about. Yeah. We're trying to get some donations here. We're trying to get some codes here. Codes are absolutely free to use. You just got to create an account on this site. You add in 25 cents to the pot. And it goes directly to the players. We break $150. We're going to be able to crack that top 4. We've done it every single week, and there's no reason we don't make it this week as well.
18 codes left. Clam them up. Hit the follow request. Hit the shop at the bottom if you're really feeling it. The hoodies are very comfortable, speaking from personal experience. Next up, we're going to have Wavie versus Branch. So Wavie, another mainstay at this tournament series. Probably my favorite to win tonight anyway.
Yeah.
Branch is part of the Siegfried gang. Branch looked good tonight.
So much Siegfried.
Yeah. Hey, beat Gabagool. So like,
That's
respect, bro. Respect. That was a fun set too.
Who's Wavie gonna play?
Dude, that's the question of the hour, right? Because Wavie has so many characters they play. At TNS, they won TNS 7 a couple weeks ago, and they did it with Cagliostro and Jita. But, you know, Wavie's also played Vira, Belial. She played Nyla at one point. There's so many characters underneath that deck. But it looks like we're going to stick with the CAG for this time around.
Yeah, this is the main, but don't let that fool you into thinking that her other characters aren't just as strong. Honestly, like, one of my favorite kind of like feel-good memories from Vanilla was Wavie like kind of blowing through top 8 with Cagliostro and then breaking out the Percival in grand finals and winning like pretty cleanly. It was a showcase for sure. It was sick.
I love seeing stuff like that happen, man. But we got to jump right into this first game. Again, we've seen this matchup before. What it's going to turn, it looks like we got a button check right now.
No, they're playing footsies right here. Wavie's saying, "Come at me, I dare you." Oh no, maybe it is. All right.
I was going to say, hold on a second. The way they're moving, dude.
All right. I thought that was Wavie just saying, "Come on, here's the trap. Come get it. Yeah. Come get it."
Come get it. No. We're just trying to check it out. We're going to dive right back in, make sure everything's hunky-dory before the true game 1 begins now.
Damn, I just saw Wavie's profile message there. That's crazy.
I missed it.
I hate to see it. What's up?
What did it say? I missed it.
It just said,
it'll be a surprise.
It was trash.
Jeez. My lord.
I should have let it be a surprise for you. Sorry.
It's all good. All right, let's dive right in. Here we go. Game number 1. Branch coming in. Has the trap set up right there on the bottom. Gets caught by it again. No wave bounce coming out this time around. This is kind of what you got to do against like the Siegfried. You can't give him time to play.
Yeah, for sure. And Cagliostro plays pretty good scramble and smothering game right here. Case in point, eating a good 45%, cashing out with the super. Branch only has 1 bravery point left, and you're playing right outside that range where brave counter probably isn't going to work here. Yeah, got to commit to far heavy, excuse me.
Yeah, speaking of far heavy, like literally Cags is incredible. We saw Wavie abusing there in the corner, right? Because we were at that far heavy range, like you said earlier, brave counter not going to be able to try to come out in the process, just trying to catch him poking out at like maybe a small little stub, maybe like a far light.
Ooh, that's one way to invalidate trap. Okay, but yeah, so sometimes you run face first into the golden throne, and that's just how it be. You just gotta hold that.
Yeah, it's the golden throne. It's gonna come out. You know, as a Siegfried, you gotta get used to it because you got reversals of your own. Just having reversals in general, you just gotta be able to respect it. But here we go. Got some swings in the process, and the projectile game on top. That puts you right back into the corner, trying to apply some pressure with that crouching light. Ends up with a grab instead. And we are calling out this grab game. Good bait. That was insane. The weight on that, whether it's going to be a baiting out of the grab or a brave counter turning into a raging strike instead. Branch got a perfect.
Another Siegfried perfect. Didn't we just see a couple of those?
Hey, you know, we're probably going to see a little bit more later on today.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Wavie with the brave counter says, "Get off me." Oh, okay. Like, little mistiming on the teleport back there, but still lands the far heavy. The air to air doesn't get the conversion, but the pressure is able to be extended, and Branch is just pressing. All right, calling out that empty jump low, but we're right back to where we started. All right, little strike throw game to keep it going.
Hacha backing up and to catch them toes with the crouching light, and we're converting that into the raging strike. You are donezo. Wavie coming in pretty strong, even right after getting perfected. Going to take away that game 1.
Wavie's mental game is not to be trifled with. She's played a lot of this game. Definitely well practiced. Case in point right there, tricking Branch into moving right into that first trap.
I mean, oh my God, we go in right behind. A good punish game coming out from Branch, doing the side swap in the process. Puts you right back into the mixer. Strike throw coming out, crouching light into the grab. Golden throne, get me out of here.
Once again, no, just barely did it convert off that trap. And there's the ultimate DP. Yeah, too far away to get the side switch. Yeah, we're trading DPs here. Spending everything, Wavie, all the resources, even the brave counter. Yeah, you want to maintain this position right here. This is where you want to keep Siegfried.
Yeah, it gave him a little bit too much room to play with, so the big projectile come out, but does not matter. Wavie catches the stray strike, manages to convert it into a raging chain, and gets away that round 1.
All right, 1 round away from sending Branch to losers and moving on to our second confirmed person for top 8. Wavie gonna have to deal with the 6XL pressure, and that's a rough way to start. All right. Little DP ender, DP back at you though. Side switch, yeah. Once again, stuck in the corner. Gonna get the punish off the EX hula hoop, and this should carry most of the way to mid screen.
It puts you right here and a lot of damage in the process. Another far H coming out from Wavie again, trying to capitalize on this approach coming out from Branch, but we get a swing in the process.
Clean. And perfect Granblue, that cross-up would have punished the recovery on 6XL, but man, that move's too good right now.
Very incredible.
On Branch for able to convert that.
Having that stuff in your arsenal, very strong, coming right back in, by the way. Wavie dashing a little bit too hard. He had the reversal coming out on top of it. Look at how we're going to put you right back into the mix, into the trap, into the damage, and we're converting it into a Skybound art.
Yep, gotta get the refund, do a little damage to the Diamond Stash. 1 left, almost gets the far light confirmed, but the stagger is gonna be enough. And that's it, Wavie moving on to top 8.
Ending it with a really, that was like a bread and butter stagger, right? You just go for the light, far H. Like, literally, if you catch yourself pushing any buttons in the middle of any of that, you're getting caught unless it's a DP. Like
that was just 3 lights right there, I think. We'll check it on the replay right here, but I'm pretty sure that was just the old triple light action. She's got a good far light. You gotta say it. No, you were right. Excuse me. Light, far, heavy. My apologies.
Oh, you're all good, dude.
Checking myself on the replay here.
I was gonna say, wait, am I being gaslit right now?
No, yeah. That's the joke. Is we're all gaslighting each other, and sometimes we don't even know it. Usually we team up against Imp, but every once in a while we like to switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I got gaslit too much in 2020 when Among Us was out, dude. I can't stand it anymore. I don't want to be gaslit no more.
You guys want to play Among Us with me later?
No, not at all.
Dude, I got Persona to play. I'm not gonna lie.
I would rather pay you to not play it. Like, I would give you $10 to give me information not to play it anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, when you get gaslit by your friends too much, dude, it does something to your mental.
That's fair. That's why I talk with a Southern accent when I play that game, so that when I lie to you, it feels better for both of us.
Oh, bet. Okay. I mean, I don't feel. I guess it feels a little better. It's something about the Southern dialect, like, it just makes you feel like, oh, nice and comfy. Give me some chicken and biscuits on top of that, you know.
I mean, it's a crude Southern accent. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna pretend like it's a well practiced masterpiece. It is mostly used so I can spin absurd stories to waste time while I'm an imposter. But we don't have to go down my rabbit hole of a strategy with that, because we got UberCheesecake versus Synn playing for top 8 here in Winners Top 16. I believe both these players have cracked top 8 so far in this version of the game for the series that we're doing. So it doesn't surprise me to see them on the verge of it once again, but one of them's going to losers right now.
Yeah, winner of this is going to face off against Primitive over in Winners Semis. So, again, one of them is going to have to face off against the Siegfried, but we got the Zooey and the Ladiva coming out again. This is going to be a matchup. Obviously, Zooey loves playing the keep away game just in general because she's got a lot of projectiles that she can do, but especially against the likes of Ladiva, who has to try to close that gap as soon as possible. Look at that round start. We got backstep coming out from Synn.
All right, committing with the little Rekka series right there, and of course, we're already seeing the 2U from Ladiva. Is Uber gonna get it? Yeah, cash out with a little corner combo. Lariat does wall bounce there. Finish it off. No throw. Ooh, the stagger.
Good reaction. Gonna jump right through that universal, but gets called out by the command grab. Puts you right back into the corner. Apply some pressure. Just the first head stomp's gonna make it so you don't have to lose your turn in the process. Puts you right back into the corner. More kicks coming up. Raw Raging Strike was probably supposed to be a brave counter, but we take those. That's 2 BP gone from Uber.
100%. Uber. Yeah, Uber's gonna be looking for that. I was about to say, yeah, that does beat the absolutely incoming Raging Strike as well as most other options. Let's go.
Every time I see UberCheesecake play this game, I just feel like my cheek gets a little bit hurt every single time. Just seeing so many kicks into the face. I can only see it so many times before I start to feel the pain on the inside.
Yeah, Uber does feel like a master of the reversal SBA/SSBA. I'm not gonna lie. I've been on the receiving end of that more times than I care to admit.
Yeah, I'll admit it. Plenty of times. A million times.
Hell yeah. Oh, here we go. Synn finally gets the gameplay going. Oh, just barely missed the 5U pop right there. That's okay. We're still on offense. Ain't no thing. Spending the meter, keep the corner. Trying to bait the throw right there. Uber not biting, or even the 2U, it looks like. This should be dead. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. We got meter on top of that. We still had a BP right afterwards. I'm pretty sure that wasn't combo limit too, so Synn could easily close that out. But we're going to a round 3 here in the first game alone.
Yo, I'm calling it, bro. This might be one of our final rounds. We'll see. Synn still doing a great job anti-airing with that dash heavy. Such a strong option for Zooey, excuse me.
Good spacing on that jump coming out from Uber, recognizing that it was going to get called out by the far H instead. Double headbutt, pushes a button right afterwards, trying to go for the challenge. Puts you right back into the corner. Synn is in a really bad spot.
Gets guard crushed with that U lariat, and yeah, this is a big throw mix-up right here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, looks like actually back thrown out of the command grab. Good stuff, and there's the throw bait. Ooh, this isn't quite dead, but you are going to be eating a ton of damage.
By Zooey stands. Oh no!
Huge drop. That might cost you. SSBA? No. There it is. Yeah, the stagger. Oh, yes, absolutely. That is a command grab. You cannot jump it after the super flash. And we even had the little delay from Uber there, trying to bait out a button or at least react to a neutral jump. Great. Oh, man, that was just clinical Ladiva play right there. Good stuff.
The way he delayed it, too, on top of that. Let's dive into game number 2. Synn going for the aggressive starter this time around.
To you again.
Dude.
Uber does a good job of like showing that early in the round and then being very judicious with it after.
What makes that sweep so strong is the fact that it looks very similar to the overhead. And like it's just a little bit lower instead of being higher. So sometimes you'll see the animation and be like, wait, how high is Ladiva? And then by the time you realize, oh, it's too late. And then it's too late again. Another skybound art right in your face. You gotta already be in the air before that rips. It's so tough.
Uber does a great job of recognizing the safe jump setups, and obviously it's command grab super blows up safe jump setups. So like you really have to prove you know how to play around that, or Uber will just use that to close out the round for free.
Okay, just let it rip, dude. Heavy lariat coming out here with the EX. Puts you right back into a prime position, but Synn doesn't want that. We use the Thunder to just get you off of me. This is the prime distance you want to do. Avoid the lariat in the process.
Yeah, unlucky drop right there. Synn, I don't know, like you said, he's doing a good job of playing this neutral so far. Running out of diamonds, though. Oh, they end up going to eat the hit. We're going all the way to the corner.
Oh,
for the Raging Strike, too.
That's tough. That's really tough. You're taking 20% damage, too, with the one singular diamond. Get called out by the close light. Gonna put you into a very bad position, and you don't even need to spend the meter. We're just gonna spend it on the Raging Chain instead. Clean 2-0 from Uber.
I was so wrong about final round. Damn.
Ladiva in top 5 of the bracket.
Yo, true. Yeah, skips that first round of losers, so guaranteed 5th place at least. And Uber, already going back down with the push-ups. Yeah. Oh, y'all can't see that yet, but Uber hopped off the cap and just instantly started just getting buff right on the floor right here. Love to see it. It's like, I'm sticking around. I know I'm gonna be on stream pretty soon. Looks like we're gonna get our other Cagliostro player from top 8. It's gonna be Merp versus WitchHazel. So that means we're gonna see some more 2B action as well.
Yep.
That is absolutely right. With 2B action coming out again, one of the newer characters to come out from the Nier Automata series. I was always really excited for this character to get announced because now that she's out, there's a lot more eyes on Granblue again because you put 2B in anything, people are gonna like pay attention to it in some capacity, even if it's just a simple I want to pull up the song on YouTube or something like that. It'll always get some more eyes on the series. And what's really interesting about Granblue in the West, in my opinion, is when people hear the term Granblue, they think of the fighting game first. Yep. They don't think of the gacha game. They don't think of the gacha game that's more like Japan-centric, and they don't think of the action RPG because it's too new. They think the first experience of the West was the fighting game in terms of being marketed,
Yeah, I hadn't even heard of the gacha game when Vanilla came out, even though I definitely bought the Hong Kong version so I could play that piece a month early.
Oh, same, dog. I bought both versions, man. I was like, I'm going all in. And then COVID hit, and then the lockdown happened. And
I don't want to talk about that part. we can skip over that part. That's
filler arc.
Yeah, exactly, filler arc. Oh, what is absolutely not going to be filler arc right here is Merp versus WitchHazel, Cagliostro versus 2B. Definitely not a matchup I've seen so far. And I would be curious to see what WitchHazel's I'd be curious to see what Merp's experience with this is, actually.
You only had 2 days, so.
Yeah, exactly. And WitchHazel, like, clearly is pretty practiced. I think I saw they were S+1 last time. Yeah, S+1. So like super close to S++1. Yeah, exactly. Right there on that master rank. So like clearly putting the work in, has the setups, has the neutrals so far. Ball's got to be kind of in Merp's court of how do I adjust to this.
No, I keep mentioning this every time I see 2B on the screen, but it's for a reason. Like, that double jump into the air stall is so good for being insanely tricky with how you're going to approach mid-air. I feel like 2B is one of those characters that can get away with jumping more than a lot of other characters because of having 2 separate tools.
Having the double jump does give you a little bit of a shallower second arc too, so like you can't use it to get away like you can in some other anime games. But yeah, as an air stall, so strong. I think Cagliostro UDP might blow that up. Yo, speaking of which,
did you see?
Much? Yeah. Oh,
did you see how Merp was and that 2H almost connected? Like, that 2H goes so far high up into the air.
I think that actually would have connected if it wasn't for the U trap right there. That's the only thing that saved Merp. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, yeah, that thing reaches up towards the heavens. Oh no! Oh, a little closer to that trap, and that would have been a full conversion. That was almost really bad for WitchHazel.
Okay, ending it with the shot. Oh, there's the mix-up. Runs up with the grappling, and we got the Skybound right afterwards. I cannot wait to see what WitchHazel's gonna cook with this character once you literally give her like a week, like more than 2 days. Because like this is how much progress we're seeing in 2 days. Imagine a month, a week, anything.
Yeah, true, very true. And again, coming from the Narmaya too, so like no stranger to characters that need a little work. So I guess this shouldn't surprise me that the 2B's cooking this early. No, case in point right here. All right, Merp finally gets the far L check. Like, stop this pressure, get off me. WitchHazel's doing a good job of like getting the battery back as soon as possible. Spends a little bit for like pressure or Oki or something like that, but the block strings are solid enough where we can recharge a little bit.
Oh no, we got a little bit antsy there. Gets called out by the far light, puts you right back into the corner. Skybound Art coming your way. The blender. This is a bad spot for WitchHazel. You had to go for the reversal at that point. Like, it's tough. You're just stuck. Just send it out there. Maybe she'll apply the pressure. It didn't happen.
Yeah, I like the spot dodge there too, right? Because that beats the I guess the brave counter attempt to spot dodge Raging Strike. Nice little I guess spot dodge OS right there. I don't know. Oh man, somebody stop me. I've been playing too much Uni. Oh,
hey, you know what? I feel it.
Oh, game one, going to final round. Ooh, and WitchHazel finally gets a big hit right here. Wall bounce. Yeah, here it is. All right, good damage hitting combo limit and the setup right here. Yeah, free high-low right there.
Yeah, putting all those bombs on screen like that is like the ultimate hold this block string. Oh my god, that heavy is going to do so much damage off of the counter hit. Are we going to be able to convert it off? Yes, we are. WitchHazel taking away game number 1 for Merp using 2B.
WitchHazel does such a good job of staying like just at the max range of like whatever button they want to hit and just checking you every time you try to get away. Cagliostro does a good job of scrambling in most situations, so WitchHazel said, cool, I'm just not going to give you that opportunity. Of course, right as I say that, Merp able to get the side switch and the turnaround right here. Instantly spends that brave counter. But once again, I think we saw that from another Cagliostro player earlier. 2U, buffer in that Raging Strike for the hit confirm.
Dude, Merp is on point with catching these walk-ins, you know, getting these like crouching lights, constantly calling out the dashes. Another golden statue coming out, reversal to get out of dodge, and we're applying some more pressure with the pod. That grappling hook does so much. The little beam that just throws you in, that's like the ultimate gap closer. Like, it's my turn.
Yeah, a pretty hefty startup. I think it's like 26 frames or something like that. But like that's right in the line of reactable. So like, hey, you know what? Get in. If you can get away with it, do it.
Dude, that was a heartbreaker. WitchHazel was at 99% meter. Not enough for the Skybound art finisher.
Yeah, sometimes it be like that. It's those micro situations where if like, man, if I micro walked right there, I would have built that like extra hair a meter, but I didn't.
You know what's funny is in this game, you build more meter by walking forward than dashing.
Absolutely.
I find that so interesting.
If you can like just bait your opponent into like giving up space and doing some walk back and forth, you can steal meters so easily.
And meter's so important in this game. It gives you access to all of the ultimates, especially with the BP. BP is also important, just being able to have those resources, be able to like use them valuably to either extend your damage or try to get out of the corner. Because right now, Merp's about to use up a lot of these resources to stack on that damage bit by bit, and we still have 3 BP in the process.
Oh, that was almost it. Merp. Oh, all right, Merp, you better close this out now. You got the life lead. There it is, the hit scan, the full screen whiff punish, the ultimate spear. All right, good stuff. Merp tying it up 1 game apiece here.
Bro, the hesitation, they both just stare at each other, playing rock, trying to figure out what the other one's going to do, trying to play reactionary instead. Okay, close lights coming out here, applying the block strings. Goes right back in. That's such a strong tool against the likes of Cag because it's like, I don't want you to get any setup. I'm putting the pressure on you now.
Yeah. Like I said, WitchHazel's done a really good job of just not letting Merp get the game plan going. Max range every time. Is that dead? We got the super. You're dead. You just died for that. 1 more round for WitchHazel to send Merp to losers.
That heavy looking like a far heavy, but you could do that up close and personal too. Like, it is just such the big wind up, bro.
I think you're -10, so like don't you know what I'm saying? Like don't do that unless you got a cancel. Or if it's a punish, you know. But yeah, like WitchHazel's playing around that spacing phenomenally. Again, catches the jump out, dude. Max range. How is WitchHazel this good with this character already? Oh my goodness.
Give yourself a big button and you're going to take it like a mile right now. WitchHazel jumping up this time, actually forcing Merp to spend some meter in the process, and he's going to lose it. Puts you right back from the right corner towards the left. If anything's happening in this game, it is WitchHazel applying block pressure to their opponent. Holy crap.
That's just good anti-Cag knowledge right there. Able to react with the up forward. Yeah. All right, once again, spends the Brave counter. Love spending it right there, trying to get the corner, but we're pressing out again. Looks like caught the run forward too. Merp might have been trying to go for some strike throw, and that's gonna do it. WitchHazel takes it 2-1 over Merp. I'm impressed. I am impressed.
We got a near in top 5, or sorry, near. Oh my God, the near automata, 2B in top 5.
I'm so glad it was you because I've almost done that like 3 times tonight.
Dude,
so
it's tough.
It's tough. Yeah.
How are you gonna put a character named Nier in this game and then put a character from Nier in this game? Like that's just flat out confusing.
Yeah. Oh, that's almost as bad as having like 7 Gokus or something in your game. You feel me? That's crazy.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a transition to the match arena. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
no, my transitions aren't as good as yours, Amp. I can't do that. Sorry.
Speaking of transitions, here's a match Reno, guys. You already know what it's about. Claim that code. How many we got left there? I can't even see. Is it
10?
7?
We have 10 codes left.
And plenty of
10 of y'all in here
to go around. Listen, I'm just it's a compulsion for me.
Dude, one of these quests is literally follow Diaphone. Come on.
Yeah.
That's the easiest follow of your. That's your unfollow him and follow him again.
Fine. All right. How
Does
about
that work?
No.
I don't know, actually. It's unclear to me if that works or not.
I feel like I've tried that before, but my memory's not to be trusted. So
anything for the quarter.
So true, bestie. That's what I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna get this train moving with a little $10 donation, gang. We're looking a little anemic in the donation department tonight, so I'm gonna get the ball rolling.
Yo, let's go, Lennox. Look at that.
I still love me some good Granblue, bro. You know, this game's sick.
Yeah, dude, I'm a huge fan of this. This is why I've been like playing the game a lot, been watching the game a lot, been casting the game a lot because I can't get enough of it, dude. I got that like that, oh my God, the addiction part from like when vanilla dropped, it's like back.
Oh yeah.
I haven't felt this since March of 2020 towards a video game. Like it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I also went through that immediately. Like, first time I played vanilla, I wasn't sure if I liked it, and I literally woke up the next day thinking about it, and I'm like, nah, I think I left this game.
And I love that what they've done with it too, with all the meter management and everything. But let's jump into winners semis now. Once again, another Siegfried that Uber has to fight against. That's probably like, I think that's their third Siegfried they've had to fight this bracket. Like, they're going through the gauntlet.
Yeah, very well could be.
Grab you.
Right off the bat. Yeah, show it early, show it off.
Well, you see, look at these like micro dashes, bro. Like, we're foxtrotting out here. What in the world's happening?
It almost looks like you're trying to dash block a little bit, but some people will try to react to the dash animation with like Lariat or something like that if you have a good forward moving special. So I kind of don't hate that if you have the timing down. No, speaking of having the timing down, big miss right there for Primitive and UberCheesecake. Yeah, we're going to see... No, we're not going to see the cash out. Excuse me. Are going to spend some ultimate skills to get the corner. And now you got to... Yeah, this might be SPD range right here. Yep. Baited it.
Good dash jump coming out here from Primitive. He's going to be able to close that out. Even though we missed the hit confirm, it is A-okay. We still close out that round.
Keep an eye out for how Primitive is using like dash forward, TKJU. Very similar to a lot of the other throw baits we've seen from like the Zooey players, and I can't even remember who else did that, but it's been pretty effective so far against Uber. Sheesh. Boot to the face. Yeah.
Yeah, Primitive gonna be able to just cash that out immediately, put you right back into the corner. That's what you gotta do against the likes of this. But hey, if you're gonna try to jump against Uber, they've already called this out in the past. They're going to do it one more time. Crouching heavy, come out to get that anti-air, put you right back into the corner. Here comes the second one. Oh, I got caught.
Air crush, yeah. Oh, yeah, I might have got smoked there, too. Yo, clean punish, Raging Strike starter. Yeah, you're dead. 50 meters, spend the ultimate skill. No, you had 50. You died for that. You just... Okay, no, we're good. Never mind. All right. Forgive my yelling, we're good. But once again, dash up, TKJU, baits the throw. And the super throw, apparently. Good stuff.
Rolled right through. Oh, gets called out by the parry. You know, Siegfried kind of similar to Vaseraga in that regard, where he kind of like do multiple things out of his Rekka. Kind of he goes into like a stance where he can like either go for the parry, a swing, what have you, a low, a high, whatever you want to do, your heart's desire.
Yeah, that's true. Stance, I feel like, is a better way to describe that than Rekka. 100%.
Yes.
I gotta make a personal adjustment there. And it looks like Primitive's gonna start being adjusted to this SPD game right here, because Uber is starting to layer them on. Holding on to a narrow life lead, 100 meter on deck, looking for that whiff punish, and there's the guard crush. Yeah, just tick throw.
Oh my god, everything that is coming your way, you have so many thoughts. Like, it's going to be a command grab, it's going to be a light, it's going to be a jump in, it could be a normal grab, it could be a shimmy, and then it's a Raging Strike.
Yeah, the system mechanics really buffed characters that like already had a strong mental stack game, right? Like, I'm impressed with how Uber's mixing up these options. There's the DP. Wow, mashing DP on hit. Let's go. All right, respect.
Oh, we commit to good spacing coming out from Primitive on that. Could easily commit to it because Deva didn't really have an option to try to get a punish on that from that distance.
Wow, baiting out the ultimate skill right there too. I don't think that's fully invuln, but man, that feels like it's got some bits of armor at least. And now Uber's gonna have to eat this corner pressure right here. Stuffing the command throw, good recognition. Oh, Uber's got a chance here. That's a big whiff. Had the right idea, but just missed the spacing.
This is looking super tough. We spend it on the unblockable. If you don't know it's coming, it's going to catch you off guard. That's exactly what it did there. Primitive just doing it raw, too.
Yeah, it's a good thing to mix up with, like, UDP, right? Because you see that blue flash, and your first instinct is to hold down back. Just block whatever's coming out, and by then it's too late. You get smoked.
Yo, speaking of the blue flash, is this skin, like, meta? You run the skin, and the blue flash is like, it makes it kind of hard to tell. Like,
not as bad as like the gold skin that masks EX moves.
Oh, true.
I could see it playing a small factor in the mental stack. I think the visual cue is still like plenty noticeable enough, but you know what? That could play a factor, certainly. I won't rule that out.
Maybe I'm reaching, I don't know, but we got no time-ins here. coming out from
I'm just gonna give you credit for it, bro.
Oh, we called that. No,
What?
we went above it.
That
is
you never see that whiff. That's crazy. Oh my goodness, Uber, like just some ultra navigation right there through the maw. No bravery points right here. Trying to pull out all the stops to just find a hit.
At least the Skybound art wasn't completely worthless because Primitive regained a BP.
Yeah.
So, you know, it might come into play. We'll have to wait and see. We're going to use it for a Brave counter or for something aggressive. Oh, the delay on that. The crouching light comes in. We have the U coming out just in case right afterwards. UberCheesecake.
So smart right there. Like,
dude.
he had been mixing it up with the tick throws after that, right? So, okay, what are we going to do? Just delay 2L. I need one hit. I don't need to gamble on the throw. I'm just going to go for the safe option. Very smart there from Uber.
Believe in victory.
Let's try it again. You got to believe in victory for this next game, this final game of the set. Because you got to remember, this is only a best 2 of 3 and winner's semi. So this is like kind of a struggle. Getting yourself this next game win is going to be so important to sit yourself very nicely on the throne of winners finals. Oh my God, what is going on?
What an awkward trade. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, you love to see it. Uber landed the 2U right there, able to reset to neutral, but the power of 6-6L is too strong even for UberCheesecake. You're one good hit away from me to get right here, and Uber knows that. Spending the Brave counter, trying to get out of trouble, but runs into the DP. This could be trouble.
When you see a Ladiva, you see all the back steps coming up over and over from Primitive. 3 back steps in a row, followed by 2 back steps in a row. Like, I feel like I'm playing a grappler.
I was kind of like hating on Primitive's backdash game earlier. I'm not gonna lie, but they're starting to convince me. It's working out nicely.
Creating that distance is important, you know, like especially. Oh my God, that connected!
Yeah, Uber is at home laughing his ass off right now on that one, guaranteed. Yeah, that might be the round off that, honestly. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. Uber knows. Uber's one of those cats. They hit like a big moment or something and just say, "Yeah, I'm sick. Now watch this." And that was just a perfect representation of that.
Want to see me do it again? Here he comes, jumping right in, jumping like, get off of me, bro. We're gonna go for the EX reversal instead. Backing up once more. This is where Primitive's happy spot is in this matchup. Playing that long distance.
Once again, oh yeah, guard crush, layering the tick throw in that time. Once again, Uber just doing a really good job of switching up those options, even mid-screen. Walk back, raging strike, whiff punish. Yeah, you have to spend it there, no chance.
Dude, we are seeing a lot of raging strikes this game because I see so many brave counters as a response right afterwards too, because we're losing a lot of diamonds in the process. Primitive taking 50% more damage for the rest of this round is very scary when you have this much health. Oh, the DP gonna go right through it, jumps on, baits out a grab. It's a dive kick instead. Primitive sitting in winners finals of WASD 11.
Their first bracket entered. Makes it winners finals. Is this Coach Steve in disguise? Did Primitive and Coach Steve like switch names or something? Is that why Coach Steve went out early?
Alias.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. So this whole last sequence was just absurd. So you saw Uber build the 100-meter, and you got that like EX Rekka ender where you're just minus as hell. Yeah, of course he's gonna spend it there. Go for the whiff punish. So yeah, what do? DP it. Easy money right there. Good stuff. And then I don't even remember what that last hit was, but that was clean either way. I'm totally gone. I'm gonna have to watch
jump dive kick, bro. It just like jumps up there, baits out the grab, or it was a brave counter that time around.
Yep, and that's how Primitive was like getting the first hits. Yeah, thank you, JU. Yeah, run up JU, use it as a throw bait in a very similar manner to how they were finding some of those earlier hits in that first game, right? Bringing it back around full circle. Very well earned run here from Primitive, taking out some killers tonight.
Man, dude, this is a killer bracket. Killer bracket, stacked bracket. This is like anyone's game. From literally looking at the seeding, it was almost like impossible to seed this because there's so many good players in this bracket. Not enough players that just kind of like make it a little bit easier. So like, okay, we got some lower skill players in this bracket. They'll have an easy time. No, people are getting knocked out round 1.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta peep this bracket. Is SQ still alive?
Nope.
No, SQ lost to. I'm not saying that name.
Yeah.
You don't have
okay,
to.
Branch-
They're out of the bracket.
Yep, they're out now. Branch is in. All right, so losers top 8 is finally solidified. We got Fuselit versus Ryazo. Oh, Ryazo made it in. Let's go. Beating Synn. All right, respect. Oh, hell
Hey,
yeah. Good
yo.
stuff. Yeah, I'm saying. And Merp and Branch gonna be facing off for a second match in losers top 8. But first, we're gonna have Wavie versus WitchHazel. We'll see if Wavie knows how to navigate the 2B madness that WitchHazel's bringing tonight.
You think Wavie is going to go someone else other than Cag for this, or
Not at first.
Wavie's sitting on
we might see
Cag
a
right
counter
now,
pick, but it's
so-
gonna be Cag at first. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. She is sitting on Cag. I didn't see it. But yeah, while we wait for the opponent to come in here, WitchHazel, go ahead and check out that Matcherino, guys. It does a really good favor for us to be able to just like go in there, !Matcherino. There's the link right there. Click on it, claim them codes, claim them quests. If you're feeling generous, you put some money in there. There's only 4 codes remaining. We just need 4 more codes. That should be, I know we can do that. We still got all night to get those 4 codes. So we're probably going to meet that, goal on top of that. But we appreciate you guys just
better.
yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, we just appreciate you guys coming in, just watching some Granblue and like just supporting the stream in general.
Uber, this is your first top 8 in Rising? I swear you got one earlier. That's crazy.
I think he's saying here in these brackets.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
Oh, okay.
wait,
No.
I
I'm
think they
just
got
remembering wrong then.
didn't they get top 8? They got top 8 in the beta. I
Oh,
thought.
Oh, maybe in the
that's
beta
not
one.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good call. Okay. All right. So we got our Matcherino business well underway. 4 codes left. Let's just make a pact to take care of those early, so we don't have to keep pimping that piece out while we're waiting for WitchHazel to get in here. Let's peep these losers matches while we're waiting. Fuselit versus Ryazo. Does anyone have the lore on who Ryazo's playing in this version of the game? I cannot remember to save my life right now.
I'm not sure either, to be honest.
I've never seen them play on stream, so I'm not aware. But they be climbing this bracket here on loser's side. Then we obviously
Belial, apparently.
Okay,
Belial. Okay,
That makes
there we
sense.
go.
Beat Doza, beat Synn. All right, so made it through some killers. Let's go. And of course, Merp and Branch. We're gonna see. That's gonna be Siegfried versus Cagliostro again. I believe, unless we see a counter pick or something come out from
A
Branch.
Lowain made chance. A Lowain made chance.
Maybe. I don't know if Branch has a Lowain. Yo, we haven't
Merp
seen
has
any
Lowain.
Lowain tonight. That's crazy. Ryer in shambles in chat. Over no Lowain, am I right?
Yeah, exactly. It's his favorite character.
It's his favorite character that he says definitely, maybe, possibly top 1. To which I say, I'll listen to that argument, but I don't know if I'll commit to that. Either way, we're hopping right into this. No surprise at the character select screen. It is Cag versus 2B, Wavie versus WitchHazel.
Let's dive right in here. So again, we've seen this exact matchup before, just a different Cag this time around. See how WitchHazel is going to be able to react to this. Already out the gate, doing a good job with those lights. Just kind of push them right back into the corner, gets those combo routes in the process. Not spending too much ammo in the process too, if you look at that.
Damn, all right, Wavie instantly spending that super. All right, here we go. Take away a diamond, set the traps. Yeah, there it is. Wow, that hit? Oh, goodness, that had to have been a brave counter attempt, but hey, either way, we take those hits.
Yeah, anytime you see like a brave counter attempt turning into a raging strike and it works, like right there, it happened again. It just, it's always like, it's like, phew, at least I got a hit or something. And right now, WitchHazel's out of BP, so no more brave counters coming your way. We're zooming right back in. They're going to brave counter through response just to get 2B off of you into the golden throne. We're calling out those jumps immediately.
Yeah, if you get the right timing with that 214B, 214M, excuse me, I believe you get a guaranteed brave counter. But if you mess up and do it too late, theoretically they could spot dodge that. Either way, WitchHazel answering back after that first round. All right, there's the combo we've seen pretty consistently from them, and Wavie waking up with a 2L, getting that conversion.
Another brave counter coming out, just sitting on that trap. Oh no, we're spending 2. We're already out of BP. We already spent on 2 brave counters and then got caught by a raging strike. You're taking 50% more damage. You are dead.
Wow. Yeah, that's rough right there. Just built the meter for the super, so theoretically could have got the refund there, but Wavie just said, nah, I'm not going to let you do that. That sounds like not for me.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Brave counter once again. Yeah, really just doesn't want to be on her, and I don't blame her. This character could definitely dish out some pressure.
Yeah, definitely doesn't want to be on 2D. So it's a little... oh my god, the heavy coming out here with the counter hit. Throwing at the beam on top of that. Convert that into some nice combo damage in the corner carry on top of that. But if there's a character that can escape the corner, it's going to be Cag with all those teleports.
Yeah, the way she can force a scramble situation feels kind of unique in the game. There's that cross-up button I wanted to see earlier. That JH is so good at that angle.
It was the fact that, like, she changed her trajectory with the double jump, too, on top of that. That made that really sick, and we're going to be able to close out the round in the process.
There's so many, like, little moments in this game where you're like, oh, man, I had a really good forward jump right there, but they're just barely too far away for me to land a cross-up, so now I have to land and take pressure. 2B, like you said, you could just make that adjustment midair.
Okay, here we go. Another Brave counter coming out. We bait out the grab. I mean, she's a character that can easily do that with the pod.
Yep. There it is once again. Good damage here into the setup. That's what I want to see right there. And you saw the spot dodge. Ready for that Brave counter too. Wavie recognizing. No, I've seen setups like this from near before. I'm gonna be patient.
That setup's okay, we're sticking you into the trap with the gravity orb, brother. You are done.
Yeah, a little 2-2M action there. Solidifies game 2 for WitchHazel. And this is going to be our last 1st and 2 in winner's side. So this is going to be our final game between these two. We'll see if Wavie can keep the streak alive of winners finals, or if WitchHazel is going to finally crack it with this brand new character.
Right now, WitchHazel is doing a fantastic job of just applying that pressure there into the corner. Meanwhile, see, dude, this is tough for Wavie. Just trying to get anything cooking because the second a swing's coming out, that heavy's going to catch you from so far away.
Some of these buttons are comparable to the way like Siegfried wants to play this matchup, so I could see like with some practice to be doing okay against against Cagliostro, and that's a big one right there. One of the really strong things about the Cag teleport is it makes anti-airing it very difficult, but when your 2H reaches up that far, it is so much more consistent. Good recognition from WitchHazel.
And it was a good bait out because of the double jump right afterwards from WitchHazel. And now we're stuck here in the corner once more. Wavie applying that pressure, but not for long. Good mash out coming out from WitchHazel.
Oh, sometimes you can't punish them all. Excuse me? You okay? All right, WitchHazel. All right, I'm sorry. I was being a hater. My apologies. You get the corner now. Teleport, 2H. Yup, once again, really on point with that.
Playing insanely patient, waiting for that prime opportunity to get teleported in. We got the pod into the aerial. This might be done to one more swing, but we're not having it just yet. We're not going down without a fight.
Oh, man, couldn't get the animation there, unfortunately, but that is going to give Wavie the distance that she needs. So we have the conversion. No, that didn't have the meter for the Raging Chain to convert, but still finds the next hit. Still staying alive. That's what I want to see. Final game, final round.
The air-to-air converting it into that. Like you said, the final round coming up. WitchHazel finding the first mark puts you right back into the corner. We're trying to get that grappling hook over and over. Do that beam very strong. Spear into spear until you finally fall into my trap. I want it. Oh, speaking of traps, you got caught mashing.
Yo, yeah, spending that DP too. Wavie doing everything she can to try to hold on to this corner position. Finally spot dodging the whip. Not the second time, though. We're in. Crumple state, yeah, just all the time in the world for a little conversion right there. I'm not gonna lie, that might be a little harder than it looks with the dash cancel, but we'll see. I might lab that piece later. We'll see.
Meanwhile, WitchHazel coming right back in. Spears galore, ultimate variety coming in to apply that damage, apply the pressure, running in, trying to get that grab because she would have gotten so much off that back throw because it would have been a combo into the trap. So definitely on WitchHazel's radar. Coming right back in. Double jump into the jump H. This could be gigantic. This could be huge. We don't have enough meter. Is it enough? It is. WitchHazel winners finals with the brand new character 2B.
So we have a new character and a complete newcomer to the bracket in winners finals. That was not on my bingo card for tonight. That was clean. Good stuff from WitchHazel. Well played with the brand new character. And you could see in the replay right there, I'm pretty sure that hit was a 2H start up there from Wavie. Wavie had the reactions, but just a hair too late to get the anti-air and got stuffed.
Dude,
Damn.
Yeah.
That was insane. That was a 6 set. That was really fun.
Top level. Top level. Not many people can step to Wavie's level like that, and the fact that WitchHazel did that with a brand new character is pretty.
Like, hasn't even been 48 hours yet.
WitchHazel's sick with it. I'm saying though, like
I
I
know.
believe in the Narmaya to 2
Hey,
pipeline. Like yeah.
If WitchHazel got 48 hours with the character, that's enough, you know? Like that's enough gameplay. If we
Character's
don't sleep,
broken.
we don't eat, we don't do anything, we'll learn enough combos. We'll learn enough setups.
Yeah. Just get the setups. Realistically, like she only kind of needed like one or two combos there. Like we saw that same corner combo pretty consistently. Mixed up the setups. I think there was like what was it, the ultimate like throw the bombs on them setup, ultimate block stun, as well as like the 2-2M setup, which is like the kind of graviton move, sucks you right in. Shout out to all my Blaze Blue fans out there. Oh goodness. All right, so Fuselit. Oh yeah. All right. Fuselit's back on stream. Chat, you know what it is.
Seox. We got 6 facing off against Vaseraga. This is like, I wouldn't say this is one of Vaseraga's worst matchups, but it's got to be up there, right? Like this looks like such a struggle for him.
Yes and no. Vaseraga can RPS a lot better in this version of the game, thanks to the reversal, the U reversal. But that just adds another layer, right? On paper, I still think 6 wins this matchup. In reality, though, Fuselit has the anti-6 scrolls. I know that for a fact. We've seen this matchup a few times so far in Fuselit. Fuselit pretty consistently comes out on top, honestly.
Yeah, it's no shocker to see him here. And he wants to get even further along there. So let's start off with this game. Again, Fuselit already getting that pressure. It's probably a pretty common start in this type of matchup, right, against like the 6, that he's really good at just having that good opening to push you towards the corner.
Yeah, his round start options are quite powerful. Ultimate Claws gets blocked. That means we're going to start walking on you. Absolutely. Buff up. Get that Soul Forge. Jump in. Doesn't get the full conversion, and Ryazo is able to spend the Brave counter there.
Good projectile catching that landing off of you. Not okay. We're going to go for the U version to get that infinite armor. Just go right through all of that claw. 6 claw. Definitely something you have to be able to be on the lookout for. Now trying to, speaking of being on the lookout for, he's looking for the Soul Forge install.
There it is. All right, air stall. Wow, drop combo though. Oh no, Ultimate Claws. Gonna get a little knockdown action here. And this could be trouble. You might actually be dead for this. Super? That's the reset. No, you got reset. You're dead. Oh, I totally missed that. The side switch there. Fuselit was not using the guard button and hit stun and got reset into the SSBA. Powerful stuff from Ryazo.
Didn't even get the animation because you didn't even need it because of how low health you were, but that's okay. Fuselit comes in with the jump, gonna open you up for a lot of options here. This is where Vaseraga's time to shine. That move is so good for calling out so many of 6's options because of the wall cling and the wall jump.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude. Jesus. I'm telling you, Fuselit knows how to play this matchup. Like, bad matchup on paper, whatever. I got the tech, bro.
Looking really strong. Just teleport right in front of you. Apply that block string. Low sweep off of the Savage Rampage. This is, oh, okay. Spot dodge.
You can see Ryazo starting to play a little more respectful and neutral, too. Like, I guess, never mind. Never mind. The patience there from Fuselit told the whole story. My goodness.
Something about fighting games that just like, you see someone stand still for long enough and it becomes one of the hypest things in the world.
Hell yeah. Oh, again? All right, it hits raw. You get the refund. I get it. All right. I can see that being pretty good in this matchup. Oh, the jump in. Super on deck. This should be able to kill here. Spend it. Yeah, you're dead. There it is. All right, SBA going to solidify round 1 here for Ryazo. Oh, we're losers too. This is do or die for Fuselit. Like, you win this or your tournament life is over. Damn.
Yeah, you're in best 2 of 3 territory until you get to losers finals on top of that. So you don't have much time to adapt, so you got to do it now.
Yeah, you got to do it now, and you got to do it fast because it is all killers from here on out.
We're locked into Vaseraga for the rest of this set. No 2B coming out.
I didn't mean to pick 6. Excuse me, Ryazo. First of all, why are you pulling an Omniscythe and typing in chat mid-set? And second of all, that's really funny, especially due to the fact that you
Wait, he didn't mean to pick 6?
Yeah.
What?
Baby character, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god.
If we see Fuselit win this, we're definitely gonna see the character switch. Yo, you're so sick for that though. A lot of people don't know that you have those follow-up options off the 6 parry, and sometimes just going straight up is a great option. Damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta go for that ultimate command grab, just the ultimate get off of me move. We charge that, goes through the spot dodge, still have enough time to go for the block right afterwards.
That would explain why we're seeing so many like ultimate skills in neutral at least. I feel like you don't see that from 6 players a whole lot, but it is working phenomenally, and that's it. You're one away from winning off accidentally picking, we'll say the second best character in the game. Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely up there, top 2 for sure. Here we go. Calling out that jump once more. Light just to do the quick get off me move. Fuselit struggling to find an answer here whenever like 6 is on top of him.
Yeah, the held 5U was a great option right there. Oh no, and the throw bait? Oh, sheesh. You're not quite dead here, but this is going to set up like a guess for game situation, and there it is. Guess is right. Oh, powering through. Looks like the armor actually tanked the Brave counter there. Good stuff from Fuselit. Install, yeah.
I forget this move even exists because you don't see it too often. But
yeah,
like,
it's not great.
I mean, it makes everything in the Galaxy Plus, but you know, it doesn't last very long.
No, and more often than not, you don't really want to spend your resources on that, right? You want to save it to kill. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta say we ball and just accidentally win with a mispick character. You feel me? That's crazy. All right, Ryazo, pop off in chat. Well, I know you're ready to. It's okay. You earned it. Damn.
Is that considered disrespect? Like, to accidentally win with an accidental character? Like,
no, that's called we had the technical term for that is having that dog in you. You feel me?
Ryazo gonna move on to losers quarters by an accidental pick with the 6.
They gotta play Wavie.
Incredible.
We'll see if they accidentally pick 6 again later on. We'll expose you this time around.
I honestly like I don't know. If the choice is Belial or 6, both strong options against Cagliostro, I'm gonna be honest. So dealer's choice right there. But before we really get to sink our teeth into that, we get to see another Cagliostro player face off against Branch. It's going to be Merp and Branch, Cag versus Siegfried. And it's still going to be chat versus the Matcherino too. That's crazy because we have 1 code left, and I'm literally begging you at this point, just help us out. There's 235 y'all in chat. I'm sure there's a few y'all that haven't claimed it yet. Hit us up, hit all those follow requests on the side, hit up the shop at the bottom, and if you're really feeling ambitious, maybe throw down a couple extra bucks. We got those stretch goals, $150 for top 4 payout, $320 for top 6. And with the level of games that we've had so far tonight, like I'm trying to get as many of these players paid as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very important to get these players paid because they're putting on quite the show for us, especially with 2B, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
Yep.
2B's been fun to watch. We saw the accidental 6 pick. We've seen a lot of Cags, a lot of Siegfrieds. Primitive's first time in a bracket, getting to winners finals for WASD. Like, it's all sorts of crazy stuff going on in this game.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This has been a wild bracket so far. It's I don't know. I don't know if that's a testament to like kind of the new character or how volatile this game can be in like the current version. Either way, I still think we're a few more months from really figuring it out. But oh, yo, did we get another donation?
We did. Winty with the 5, Dr. Sauce with the 5. Somebody bought a shirt as well.
Let's go.
Yeah, one of the Masher tees.
Let's go, Masher tee. Incredible.
Big fan of that. Thank you guys so much for helping support the tournament and supporting the stream. But now Yeah, support these players. Merp versing off against Branch. Yet again, another Siegfried versus Cag.
Yeah, quite a common theme we've had so far in these brackets tonight. And it kind of looks like Siegfried's had the advantage in most of these from what we've seen so far. We'll see if Merp can stay alive here. Merp did have to beat Artorias to get into top 8, who was also playing Siegfried. So they've got the practice at least. We'll see if the execution lives up to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all going to rely on here. Branch starting out the gate pretty strong, putting into the bracket. But if someone can escape the corner, it's going to be Cag. We got teleports. We got tons of options to get us out of a sticky situation and actually turn it into our favor.
Dude, why did they give her dashing M like that, bro? Crosses up and it's an overhead. Oh, goodness. We talked about characters that benefited from the system mechanics a lot. That's a big one right there. But, man, Branch finally finding a way out of the corner. Massive life deficit right here. But still, this is a bad spot. Yeah. Using the roll there to cross up and make Branch block the wrong side of the traps. Good awareness from Merp. I almost said Wavie. Damn. Yeah.
Got the other Cag here on screen instead here. Merp coming right back in. This is the tough situation when you just keep going for these far H's, putting Branch in the corner. Like, what do you do to escape these Cag combos? What do you do to escape all of these traps?
TP, baby. TP every time. No, we've seen the fireball act as a pretty good check for some of the stuff in this mid-range. Oh,
Ooh.
no, and the dump it from downtown that didn't get converted? Brother.
That's, you hate to see it. Not in top 8. That's so sad to see.
Especially when you're at this much of a health deficit, that is the required right now. That is just to stay alive. Throw, not even the throw bait, the throw reaction from Merp. Just instantly doing the TK teleport DP, sealing out game 1.
Branch coming right back into these block strings, Brave counter to get that momentum shift back in your favor.
Oh, that's like the Artorias little backdash OS we've been seeing, right? Branch starting to utilize that. I love it.
Ooh, okay, we jump in there. Got a lot of close crouching lights coming out. Just apply that pressure once more. Doza is really good for just like having that plus move, just in general. Try to create those gaps afterwards.
Yeesh, and the ultimate DP coming out. One more hit here. Yeah, we're gonna spend the Brave counter. Get back in the corner. Flank it. Such a good option in this game is if you're looking for that poke out, but you're like, man, I wish 2L wasn't -1. I wonder how I could consistently convert with that. Just like a little Raging Strike after. Easy confirm.
Dude, good call out, by the way. Just saw the teleport right in front of your face. Just call it out with the close light, and you put him right back into this sticky spot. Oh no, Merp! Again, side swapping. Anytime you get Merp into the corner, like, they're out immediately.
Yeah, Merp's movement's always been pretty good, so it doesn't surprise me that we're able to get this. I want to see Branch start checking that a little more, though. I feel like that's, yeah, you're putting yourself in too many situations like this where you're getting staggered out. Once again, reset into the trap.
Dude, these far heavies from Cag. It's so difficult. You put over this is the way you had the delay this time, and the traps are up there. That's the scary thing about the traps. It adds even more mental stacks on top of it because now you're aware of them. You have to be more aware of grab being a bigger threat. There's just so much that you have to like pay attention to when those things are on the ground.
And that's what she hits you with, like dashing cross up M or something like that, right? Like this character has so many ways to overload that mental stack. Oh, once again, yeah. So Brave counter saved Branch right there in a big way. You needed to spend that. Good stuff. Dead. Oh, 2M. That button seems like it is the Cagliostro kryptonite right there. You get a perfectly spaced Siegfried 2M. Oh, that's a good feeling for Branch. Was that?
That was game 2. We're going to Lowain, the original character from Merp. Hey,
the counter pick.
Merp's done good work with Lowain, okay? We got a 4th place finish with Lowain once at a WASD. It was a while ago, but so top 4.
Yeah,
this could be the mix-up we need, you know?
This character's pretty good in this version of the game. I'm still not used to Lowain being a real character, but hey, that's okay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, so this character is all about just trying to like create distance from the opponent until we get the the pressure on top of them. Then we start throwing out everything in the kitchen sink towards you. Tons of bros to be able to throw out, a lot of block strings to come from that, as well as the traps. Once you create some distance, you can start to eat some food and recover some health and some meter on top of that. So very tricky character. That's a huge knowledge check.
Yeah, plays a great hit and run game. Merp's in a little bit of a life deficit right now, though. Needs to do a little more hitting now, other than running, I think. And that's the way to do it. That's what I want to see. All right, the classic Granblue hit confirmed. 2L, 2L, 5L, Raging Strike. You got no diamonds now. This is a big problem. We get the quick tech.
Oh my god! 3 spot dodges in a row. Was terrified of the DP getting a chip kill.
Oh wow! And Branch just held back and mashed 5L right there. Just be like, I need one hit, please. I'm not playing this game anymore. Give it to me. Oh goodness, a little scary right there. But now Branch is on set point. Merp is gonna have to get it together right here with the Lil Wayne pick. No, okay. That's bad.
Yeah, going to be able to delay that swing to call out the parry. Merp in a really bad spot. Does have the ability to go for the ult reversal to try to get you out of the situation if you find that opportunity, but Branch is currently not giving up. I love these staggers. We're just going to go for the human pyramid just to get us out of this corner. We're taking the damage in the process. We spend it on there. Does not matter because you're taking this hit instead. We literally spent 100 meter to guarantee ourselves out of the corner.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see if it works out. That's the future will tell, but definitely an expensive way to get out of the corner, that's for sure. Still, Branch is playing a really good control game, really not letting Merp get the game plan going.
Oh no, you gotta be careful, and there it is! Just goes for the Raging Strike, calls him out. That Lil Wayne going right back into the pocket. And that's going to be a win coming out from Branch. I mean, Merp tried, right? We've seen Merp play the lane in the past and do really good work. This time, Branch was already at the ready.
I respect the effort. I respect the effort in a big way. But Branch is going to be moving on, eliminating Merp, facing off against UberCheesecake. So Uber having just lost to Primitive in winners, is going to have to face off against yet another Siegfried. Oh, dude. Goodness. Oh,
what is this top 4? What is this top 8, bro? What are you looking at here? 2 Siegfrieds, 2 Cags.
That's the lore for Uber. Yeah. Is he just run like whatever character it is, he just runs it the 6 of them in a row. It's like, yeah, and like Uber saying in chat, barely lost to Primitive. Like, and he's right. He's right. That was a very close set. We saw a lot of really good stuff. So Uber's not out of this yet. Like Uber still got a very good chance of moving on here. But we're gonna be. Oh, hello. Are we seeing? You see that? You see that? You see that? Vira.
And Anila?
Is that Anila? That's Anila.
Oh, that's Anila. You're right. I thought that was Vira. You're so right.
There's so many blondes in this game. I get it.
Oh.
Yeah, we are seeing the Anila. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
This character like died after the first 2 weeks. I didn't see her anywhere.
Dude, I don't see her in rank. Like I play this game. I fought against her maybe once ever. You don't see this character as much. So it's always like a good surprise when you see him busted out. I guess we're gonna see it. So this character people thought was really good at the very start, but quickly fell off. And I think one of the reasons they thought this character was good is because not only does she have like really good projectiles, especially if it goes for the old version, but her sweep. Right there.
It is.
There it is. Literally the sweep. It goes almost full screen. If you're walking in any capacity anywhere on the screen, you are vulnerable to that sweep.
It's got great range, really good at checking you out at max range if you're not ready for it. But I don't know. I just think that everything this character does, there are other characters that do it better. We'll see. Like, still not unviable by any means. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Case in point right here, Ryazo kind of like running house. Wavie gonna have to come up with a little bit of an answer to the Anila pick.
Bring it right back in, runs up, tries to get the grab, jumps over the projectile instead, and gets a free Skybound art of the super variety. Teed up 2 of your BP. You are now diamondless.
Yeah, that's huge there too. Oh no, we're just gonna I thought we were gonna
mashing.
Yeah, you got caught mashing. Sometimes it'd be like that. All right, so Wavie going off to an early deficit in that round, but able to claw it back, and yeah, now you're in the driver's seat right here. There's the sweep again, though.
Throw it that shoot. Throw it above those streams. If anything, it can go over the traps. So again, Anila trying to find that command jump, manages to find its mark, and gets that damage climbing a little bit, but it did not for too long.
Little throw bait action right there, utilizing the ultimate throne. Yeah, this might do it, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Off of a grab, off of a grab.
Wow, I had to go for the reset. Yeah, I think probably would have combo limited right there, but that was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Wavie, hold on, let me check. Yup, still pretty good at this game.
Yeah, I mean, Wavie's been that player, you know, like she always be getting like top 3 positions, top 8 positions all the time. Literally won the latest TNS too. So coming off of that victory a couple weeks ago, very strong. And we're gonna keep this climbing. Look at this, you're already in the corner. All that damage in the process. We tried to reversal out of that. Nah, you can't. You can't get out.
Yup, that would have beat Brave counter there too. Oh no, you died for that. That's it. Kiss your life bar. Goodbye. Never mind. I'm so wrong. Oh goodness, I'm gonna be on SageAmp's channel again. That's crazy. Oh, parentheses derogatory.
Yeah, like not a compliment. Like not a good thing.
No, I'm not gonna be on SageAmp's channel in a good way. Either way, Wavie 1 away from eliminating Ryazo here. Almost wishing for the 6 counter pick. You feel me? Hey.
Into the wall bounce, and again gets a more combo damage on top. That puts the trap, so now grab is a serious threat. It's gonna be the Raging Strike, forcing you to go for the Brave counter afterwards, but at least we got out of the corner. We land a command jump, and we're gonna spend it on the Super Skybound art.
That's huge. You get the refund, and you bleed out Wavie's diamonds. And Wavie, yeah, 60 meter. Not enough for a super quite yet. In this round, yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna end before she builds it. That's okay though, because when you get to crush Terry Bogard with just a gigantic golden throne of yourself, it's a good day in my book. You know what I'm saying?
What was the biggest shame is that like Ryazo had the jump, you know, like waiting for it, trying to get the 2H, but these characters that have abilities they can do mid-air, like you gotta respect it.
Yeah,
you gotta respect it.
That was like that in vanilla too, right? Like there was a pretty clear difference between characters that had an air stall, characters that didn't. Very, very powerful option. So big shouts out to Wavie. No surprise that she stays alive in bracket. She's going to be facing off against the winner of this next game. We're going to have Branch back in the hot seat, facing off against UberCheesecake, who gets to continue the Siegfried streak. So we'll see how that one turns out in a moment.
Yeah, looking really strong. Again, having that UberCheesecake coming out with the Ladiva, guaranteeing yourself a top 5 finish with a character that a lot of people would say is bottom 1. You know, I feel like a lot of people think Ladiva is like one of the worst characters in the game. But
sorry, I thought you were talking about Anilla still. No.
Yeah.
Ladiva's clawed out of bottom tier to like not F tier anymore. We're in D tier finally. We're in D tier. So
what a climb!
Yeah. Hey, listen, drastic improvement. IMO. You know what I'm saying? And like, let's be honest. We could say that I'll meme about Ladiva not being good till the end of time. But the Ladiva players that really stuck with her have proved that she's still perfectly viable. I mean, we saw Seth making multiple offline top 8s. CEO, Texas Showdown, if I remember correctly. And Uber too. Like Uber putting the work in. Had a great run at Frosty's this past year. I don't know. You have to respect the work that they've put in, if nothing else.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they're doing, and they're coming into this bracket really strong. And while we wait for the opponent Branch to get into this lobby, how about we check out that Matcherino another time here? Guys, you already know. You already know what it's about.
Codes have been claimed, though, so big thank you to everyone who hopped into that.
Oh, yeah. Big fan of all the codes getting claimed. Literally, that's 50 codes, so like, well, that's 50 people going out of their way to go in there and claim them codes. But you guys are feeling a little bit spicy. If you want to donate like $1, like that's totally fine. But at the end of the day, y'all, we're just happy you're here, just watching.
Just saying, if everybody in bracket or in chat donated $1 right now, we clear top 4 payout in no time.
Easily.
Which is fitting because this is going to be to play to get our last top 4 players solidified.
We'd hit top 6 if each person donated $1. Easily.
No, not quite.
Yeah, we would.
320, 267 people in chat.
Yeah.
Don't forget YouTube as well.
Oh, I did forget YouTube.
Damn,
All right, all
you
right.
definitely
You're
forgot
right.
YouTube. That's
My bad.
crazy.
My bad. All right, listen. To be fair, YouTube forgot about YouTube too. So maybe.
Does that get you demonetized if he says that?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what does get you demonetized when Spotify switches to Dua Lipa randomly on the waiting stream, and you don't catch it. Yeah, that gets you demonetized.
No.
You hate to see it, dude. I'm so sorry.
Say it ain't so.
Oh.
Okay, we got
Oh,
this set
man.
coming up here. UberCheesecake facing off against Branch one more time here. Another day for clocking as the Ladiva main is fight. Oh, another Siegfried, I see.
Indeed. Uber gonna have to play through yet another bad matchup. Am I right? I don't know. I might be crossing into downplaying territory. I gotta be careful.
Wait, bad matchup for who?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I'll let you decide, chat. Branch, let's go a great start though. I'm not gonna lie. This is looking it's like pretty crisp so far.
Yeah, dude, they're fighting for that corner. Like, Branch just wants it. There's so many times we're gonna call out the reversal too with the grab. Good lord.
Yeah, Branch looked like they were watching Winner's Top 8 and going, all right, I got some things I gotta watch out for.
Taking notes emoji coming out.
Indeed. All about that download. Yo, Punisher the Lariat. All right. Yo. Go ahead. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
I was just gonna say, like, it was so like the round start for that option, like, didn't take too big of a penalty for it, but now this is sorely getting out of hand, and now it is just over at this point. Is that a perfect?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we took some chip damage, but I'm like, I'll give Branch credit for that. No, that was clean, perfect. Clean.
Okay. Let's see if Uber. There we go. We finally got the round. I feel like round start against Siegfried is so important because he's so good at snowballing the crap out of you in the corner.
And I mean, in a game where offense is this strong, like I would say that in most matchups. But yeah, if you lose early to Siegfried, I agree. Like that feels bad. DP gets baited. UberCheesecake should be able to carry to the corner here. Yo, all right, the swag confirmed too. Let's get it.
Ending it up with the EX. A lot of pressure coming out, but stops the stomps, the headbutts rather. Goes into the command grab instead. Oh, we got you in the corner once more. Which option is coming next? You got to decide right. Not happening.
Nah, sometimes you just get Ladiva right there. Oh my goodness. All right, Uber proving why the game one is simply the download right here. Coming, starting off game two. Pretty hot right here, and starting off round two pretty hot. Counter hit close heavy. Yeah, that's bad news. Or crouch confirm, excuse me, not counter hit.
You know, turning it into a raging strike into the supers. Skybounder coming out here. That's going to be half your health. This is looking like a complete 180 from game number one. You perfected me. It's my turn to get the perfect game three.
That was fast. That was really fast.
Both games were fast.
Into it. Yeah. I'm telling you, this is the all offense matchup right here.
Who can get in first?
For real, honestly, like that is the key right here. And the answer right now is Branch. Uber spending the resources, spending the back, getting the counter hit. Okay, it's party time.
It's like almost too late when Uber goes for the Brave counter because Branch is going to Brave counter right back. He's done it every single time, and maybe Uber might use that for his knowledge check later on. Because you can bait out Brave counter. It is definitely possible. Oh, we're hitting combo limit. No damage. Going to be able to extend on top of that. Oh, we're just going to spend it upon the landing. Guaranteed. You are done for. Send in the ref. Give him the count. No two coming your way. That is definitely a 3 count.
Yo, Imp, what'd I just say? Instructions unclear. 720 time. I'm a prophet, bro. I'm a prophet, bro. I saw that coming a mile away. Oh my goodness. Now UberCheesecake is on the verge of eliminating Brant from this bracket. Only needs one more round.
Dude. This is looking struggle busting now. Got Branch, another damage. Might be a Brave counter. No, it's going to be a grab this time around. Okay, is a Brave counter response? Oh, he waited this time.
Yeah. Switch up the timing a little bit. Branch had been really on point with the Brave counter right back. So Uber said, okay, stagger it out. I'll try to catch that Raging Strike as it comes out. Jeez, you got the counter hit? That's bad. That's really bad for Branch. Just barely doesn't build the meter. But if Uber eats another hit right here, yeah, you got to go for it. You got to go for it. No, you're dead. You have no bravery points whatsoever. That's it. And UberCheesecake eliminates Branch with yet another raw super. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Wow, that's Uber guaranteed minimum 3rd place right now. Moving on to losers.
Minimum 4th. Minimum 4th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were in semis. You're so right. Oh my goodness. Minimum 4th. I apologize.
You're good.
Ooh.
Dude, I can't believe Uber is playing like this. Like, literally got destroyed game 1 and was like, oh, I know you now. I know your habits. I know your fears.
Yeah,
I know your wishes.
Download, bro. Like,
I know where you sleep.
Man. So true. Oh man. I was talking up Seth earlier, but that was one of like the big things that I really liked about Seth's Ladiva is Seth is one of those cats that even if they have only a sliver of health left, they do not give up under any circumstances. They will play till the very end. And we've seen Uber really kind of embody that in the whole bracket run tonight. I think earlier in the bracket, first time we saw them on stream, multiple like full health comebacks like that, where you're sitting on a sliver and you got to do all the work. And that's kind of like the culmination of those efforts right there. Like Uber just saying, all right, that's cute. You hit me with the perfect in the first game. Like that doesn't even matter. I'm not even going to think about that. That will not affect me.
It's nice to see Uber's climb through like all these brackets too. On top of that, again, you got to remember never placing top 8 at a WASD besides like the beta bracket, which it's beta, so who cares? But like this is the first time they're scoring top 8, and it's a top 4, and could continue to possibly go even further. So yeah. Uber on a rampage ended up getting fit that Paragon Online last week as well. So we're seeing that climb slowly start to happen. So we'll have to wait and see what we're going to see in losers semis, but we got to take a trip over to best 3 of 5 territory. It is now winners finals. WitchHazel playing with 2B the entire time, making it all the way to winners finals, the character that she's had less than 48 hours to practice with, fighting off against Primitive, who's a Siegfried that we've never seen enter a WASD.
All right, so before we get started, real quick, Imp, can you enable gambling real quick? Because I think this could go either way, truly. Like, this is I want to see some people throw down some channel points for this.
Do you want to gamble? Is it you?
Yes,
are you people?
Me. I'm people. I want to gamble, yes. This is why I'm not allowed back in Vegas.
Oh, dang, yeah. Dude, every time you go to Evo, bro, you just got to throw down 100 on black or red, and then you just go from there.
Oh, man. I've been surprisingly responsible about not doing that, but I am a gambler at heart. Oh,
more power to you. Being responsible. Just like these two players are being responsible here in winners finals, playing their mains. WitchHazel, this might be her new main. Like getting this far with 2B, putting on quite the show.
Yes. I'm putting 30K down on Hazel right now. So if anyone
USD
like that, no, God no, I don't have that much money. I'm talking channel points, baby. Come on, 30K USD. My goodness, I am not made of money, my friend. If only, but I don't know. If I did have that kind of money, it'd be looking pretty good because WitchHazel is hooking right now. This isn't quite gonna kill, but we get the wall bounce on that 214A. We're going for reset here. No, regular combo into the good Oki. Baits out the Brave counter, still gets hit.
You're going to notice that whenever WitchHazel goes for that... Oh my god, we called out that beam too. But whenever WitchHazel goes for that bomb Oki option, like, that costs a lot of meter and it costs a lot of ammo. So, like, you're spending a lot of resources just to get that free Oki.
It's expensive, and it's definitely better if your opponent doesn't have diamonds to Brave counter that. But yeah, it's... high risk, high reward option, I guess. That's not the exact way to say it, but I'm down with what you're saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
Spiritually, I'm just in reality, bro.
Oh man, what is reality? Never mind. I'm not gonna hit you with that. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, you're on chip. So what do? I can't block run up UDP. Clean hit from Primitive, and if this first round was any indication, this was going the distance. My goodness.
God, Primitive really just said this round is ending right here, right now. Like, it's either I hit you or you punish me. Like,
yeah, 100%.
let's do it.
WitchHazel has been doing a phenomenally consistent job of consistently. Oh no, you're dead. Yeah, consistently confirming these counter hits into 214B, which you can't off regular hits. So like that's a reaction. That's not just buffering in. And WitchHazel's been so consistent with that. Now you're on chip. That's it. You're dead.
Literally at this point, yeah. There it is. I feel like Witch could have easily just played patient at that point too because of how much health she had, but she knew.
100%, 100%. I probably would have looked for the raw super right there, but hey, you know what? If you're confident in the offense, let that piece rock.
No, man, when she just jumps right in your face like that, like, I'm waiting for the day someone calls out that 2H. Again, you know, she's a new character, so it does require people to, like, learn that matchup knowledge against her too. Okay, unblockable, gonna be able to get that swing, increase that damage amount. Reversal, get off of me. I'm getting out of this corner right here, right now.
All right, Primitive has a chance to close this game out, and that might be it right here. Cashing out with the Raging Strike, and finally doing it with the EX Rekka Ender right there, or Stance Ender, excuse me. Primitive taking game one. Friendly reminder, this is first of 3. So there are plenty of games left to be played. Primitive is going to have to win 2 more if they want to advance to Grand Finals.
A lot of 6-6Ls coming out here for Primitive. Going to go for the overhead auto combo Ender just to try to catch WitchHazel off guard. Apply some extra things to think about whenever you're like caught in block string. But now switching the tables on you. WitchHazel coming in with some block strings of her own, but gets punished in the process.
Oh, that is so crushing. Like right when you get the punish off that too, the end of those like slash strings from 2B. If you don't know her like frame data, like some 2B players could try to get away with being safe right there, and that's too bad. Primitive was ready, and now we don't get to see it. I'm wondering if that was a room error or
they're not in the cap anymore, so that the match ended. Because sometimes it kicks spectator out and it still happens, but no, they were both off the cab.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, well, time for the hard decision from the TO to come up to figure out what exactly happened there.
Hey,
are they just
I'm just saying, I got 30K ride on this, so you know
insane, insane behavior.
It's all my channel points. Oh goodness! All right, so while we're waiting for that, another prime opportunity to hit that match arena. File requests galore. Still a healthy amount of the way to go to top 4 payout, which I would love to see tonight. Still awaiting on the verdict of exactly how that game's going to go, so hang tight. Still plenty of great games left coming at you. We are definitely going to see some more 2B. Actually, we have like top 4 has some pretty good character variety, I'm not going to lie. Good mix up and down the tier list. Still have Wavie and UberCheesecake alive. That is going to be a banger of a match. I'm almost disappointed that's only going to be first to 2, because that could be a very entertaining first to 3. But hey, you know what? It's how it be. Should have stayed in winners longer next time.
Yeah, something that you touched on was that the diversity in the top 4 is really sick. I think the diversity in this game in tournaments lately has been really strong. In the beginning, there was a lot of nears and a lot of 6s, obviously, because I think they were both like really easy to pick up characters at the start.
Yeah.
And now that people are slowly starting to figure them out, we're seeing less and less of them. And they're still there, obviously.
They're still there.
They're still strong, but they're not dominating top 8s anymore. You remember those brackets where it was like 3 nears, 3 6s? You know, like that doesn't really happen anymore.
Absolutely. I mean, those characters are still very strong, but like the more time this game has to develop, the more time these players have to develop some of these lesser represented characters. So we're starting to see Zooey more consistently. A lot of people were dooming on Zooey at first. We're starting to see Anilla in top 8, which was I would not have called that one.
So Hazel was the one that DC'd, so we're just gonna give Primitive a round and then take it on to pick it up from the second round.
Okay. Beautiful.
To be fair, Primitive was winning that round, so not the worst thing to happen. It's still bad, but you know.
It's the nature of online. Even with the good net code, there's going to be hiccups, and that's just the the unfortunate nature of the beast right here. So.
And you know what? It's a round and not the whole game. So like, which could bring this back.
And the great thing about this game too is none of the resources carry over; they all reset, so we don't have to worry about trying to reset resources.
Nightmare.
Yeah. Nightmare. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's dive right back in. Real gameplay time. This is real gamer hours. WitchHazel with that. What an opener, dude.
That is punishable, by the way, especially a Siegfried. So like we're out here making big balls phone calls.
You know, Witch is so mad. She's like going in so hard.
Oh, that's how WitchHazel's been playing so far. Like just playing around these optimal ranges of these big buttons and really making the most out of these hits. Very consistently finding the combo into the setup. Yeah. Okay, messed it up that time. Good recognition from Primitive. That's gonna hit. No, you're not dead.
You're not dead, but it's gonna do a lot of damage. It's gonna eat 2 of your diamonds, so you are now out of BP. Half your health in a bad spot. You have pressure against Siegfried, who has 3 BP. On top of that, he can mix you up so hard with so many different options. Get called out by the projectile, catches you mashing, and there's finally WitchHazel finds a stray crouching medium and gets that swing.
If Primitive had confirmed that hit, that would have been it. The damage buff would have been crucial right there. Primitive could have closed out game 2, but now WitchHazel's got a chance to tie this up. Oh no, double reset.
I'd hate to see it happen against you, but Primitive is living his best life right now. Goes for the unblockable. Nice grab to get out of the situation. Oh, we're just gonna DP out of that Oki? Okay, I actually didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either.
Today I learned.
TIL. No, that's good though. That's a knowledge check situation for sure. But I'm sure there's layer 2 to bait that, right? But we are not going to be seeing it in this game because Primitive is taking the second game. Primitive looks kind of unstoppable tonight. I'm not going to cap. For someone we've never seen before in this series, Primitive's looking kind of unstoppable.
Okay, who is this?
Is it I?
Whose ult is this? Come on, guys.
Yeah, for real. Oh, man. Just waiting for Hyde to pop in chat like, yo, it was me the whole time, fellas.
Whole time, dude. So, something that 2B can do against Siegfried specifically is she can double jump over that big-ass projectile.
Yeah, that's true. Most characters have to, like, really space that out and time it perfectly, but 2B just kind of gets away with that for free, huh? Damn, I hadn't thought about that.
And here we go. Gonna be able to cash that out into another Skybound Art. Tons of damage, losing a BP in the process here in the corner. Got Oki on top of that for a safe jump. Gets the grab right afterwards. One more grab and you're done for. Not gonna go for it though.
Yo, what a press. All right, WitchHazel get it out. Great job of utilizing that crumple state off the ultimate skill, and we're going coast to coast right here. Still very much anybody's game. What a press, and this should be enough.
Okay, I'm not gonna front. 2B? Oh no!
Both of these players have thrown rounds like this.
This so struggle. WitchHazel now trying to find this next answer, struggling to find answers in the process. But dude, like tournament point here on winner's side.
Yeah. No, not quite tournament point, but yeah. Set point for sure to get it to Gran.
Yeah.
This is oh my goodness. Very strong showing for Primitive so far.
Yeah, tournament life, dude. For you, I mean, winner's side life, whatever. Regardless,
WitchHazel
down.
Now
stuck, dude. It's over. GG.
It's Joe.
Shake my hand.
Back it up. Yeah.
Shake my hand.
Perhaps the Siegfried champion is a bit too strong. Spitting. Wavie, as always, spitting in chat. Let's go. And speaking of Wavie, we're gonna get Wavie and Uber up next. Primitive is gonna get a pretty decent sized break, patiently waiting in winter side of Grans. And WitchHazel's gonna have some things to think about while they wait for the winner of this next match to step up. But yeah, Wavie versus Uber.
Uber again, dude.
Be a fun one.
Uber coming right back in here in the driver's seat. Loser semis going back to best 2 of 3 territory on top of that. Jude.
Dude,
This is gonna be the harder matchup too, I think.
Uber just has to make it back to Grands to complete the cycle of all the Siegfrieds.
Slayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the storyline there is Sig Slayer or Double Jeopardy. Like that would be fun either way. I don't know. No disrespect, I think Uber's gonna have a hard time getting through Wavie. Both of these players are super solid, and I don't know. I'll give Uber credit; it could go either way. But I know traditionally Wavie has had the edge in this player matchup, so we shall see.
And Uber's been playing on fire.
It's crazy. I just lost 30,000 channel points.
Good thing it wasn't USD, am I right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's true.
You'd have to leave the country at that point.
Yeah, I would. I would be leaving the country. It would be fleeing the country because I'd be running from debt.
I was putting it politely, you know, like
mighty kind of you. It's all right. You could be a little mean to me. I could take it. It's all right.
All right, you have 5 minutes to no.
Oh goodness!
Both players in the lobby. They're setting up to the cabinets, getting ready to jump in to the losers semis. Oh wait, are we still missing Wavie?
No, Wavie's in the room, right here.
Oh yeah, it takes a minute to load in. We see the avatar show up before.
Yeah. Is that Lyria? Who is that?
I have no idea. Oh, me again.
Lyria.
All right, you got the channel points. Respect. All right, let's go.
Are you betting again?
I mean, I only have 800 channel points, but yeah, you best believe it.
Are you betting all 800?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing you're banned from Vegas. Maybe that's like
it's a good thing. I'm not actually banned from Vegas. It's a personal ban for myself. Yeah. I don't. I go in with cash set aside ahead of time for gambling, and let me tell you, it's not a lot,
bro.
It is not a lot.
You always gotta just put yourself on a limit, you know. Whenever I go to the tables, whether it's in Atlantic City or Vegas, like I usually just like, okay, here is $60. If I lose all $60, I had a fun time playing blackjack with some friends.
Yep.
And I spent $60 to have some fun.
We're not
and
going.
if I win, and sometimes I'll win and I can afford a Nintendo Switch. You know, like that's all I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
all right.
We get lucky sometimes. Sometimes.
Gambler Austy in the
blackjack
chat.
is a numbers game, bro. It's just
Very
memorization. If you can't see the card, you just think it's a 10.
That's all right. Okay, all right. I want to be a hater, but you know what?
The odds of it being a 10 are higher than any other number.
That's what I'm saying. Your math is solid. Like I can't hate on that.
Now let's watch these players play some math with the frame did it. That was a terrible try. Can I get a do-over? Like
yeah,
let's watch.
We're gonna edit that one out. Don't worry. Oh man, all right. Wavie taking the early lead in this one, baiting out the 2U with these here traps, and that means we are going to get yet another setup. Nah, just keep it a meaty, all right.
Just keep it a buck with the meaty, putting you right back here in the corner. Far Ages are definitely going to be the tool of choice. If there's one thing we've seen coming out from Wavie, it's that Far Age. And I love the gamble from Uber, speaking of the casino, like literally not going for the Brave counter afterwards.
This low-key, I feel like this is the casino matchup for Ladiva. Like, you got to make some hard calls if you want to dance around Cagliostro stuff. And, like, there's options, right? Like, you can use EX Lariat to check projectile set in neutral, for example. But if you're Wavie, that just means, okay, I just simply won't set them in neutral. I'll just use 6XL to whiff punish you when you try to approach.
Bro, canonically, she is from the Jewel Resort, which is a casino. So, like, things are the dots are starting to connect here.
We got the lore? Okay, all right.
Dots are starting to get into play. So we got double sweep.
Yeah, that trade kind of sent me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, using that super armor. That's what I want to see. But right, Wavie just said right back at you. I have the better version of that. In fact.
Oh yeah, God, the grab.
Trouble. Not dead. Too far away from the corner to get the full conversion. But yeah, this spacing right here. Wavie just plays around here. Run up 2L. Set it up. Mix up. Yeah, jump. There it is. Blows the safe jump up. What? No, you did it again? Oh, okay.
The jump happened. I saw that like Wavie was already midair right afterwards. Unfortunate. Thought they had a checkmate situation, and that's exactly what it wasn't.
Yeah, damn. Good stuff from Wavie. All right. Solid game one. Friendly reminder, this is our last first to 2 of the night. So UberCheesecake is going to have to make an adjustment right here or that. They're going out of 4th. That's it.
As the struggle sweep to get back in there. I love the ambiguous jump based on what side you're going to land on. But another grab coming out with the traps on the ground. You're going to eat so much damage. Again, throws are a bigger threat against Cag than other characters. So you got to have it kind of higher on your list of things you got to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, man, we've said it a few times tonight, but like these characters, these mental stat characters really benefited from these system changes. Like just the ability to add more things to the amount of stuff you have to look for already. just utterly crushing. That being said, oh, Uber was looking for everything except wake up buttons right there, and Wavie able to get out of the corner. Yeah. All right.
No.
Notice how she's going for the air trap set right there too, to like avoid kind of like the lariat being preempted. That's knowing the matchup right there.
Dude, Wavie is looking so strong. Like, literally has this matchup and this player just completely solved. I feel like Uber has yet to find any sort of momentum shift in this entire game.
Hard matchup. It's a hard matchup. You gotta make some hard calls. Like Uber has the experience, plays against Wavie and Prada a good amount, if I remember correctly, but that doesn't make this any easier, right? And this is Chip right here. Yeah, mix up. Yeah, that's how we saw the teleport. No, got caught in the startup. Oh, okay. All right, we got a chance.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a 2, but we'll see how this is gonna be able to play out. There it is. Reversal golden throne chip kill. That's gonna put your Uber sitting at 4th place. Wavie moving on through the bracket into losers finals.
So the worst part about that too is even if you you block it, you got chipped, which is exactly what happened. So what's the answer? Spot dodge? No, it's not, because the teleport happens early enough where that catches the recovery of it. So that was a true checkmate right there. Big ups to Wavie for knowing the situation and just saying, all right, well, GG's. It was fun, but I'm gonna take this next one too. And now we got to get the run back because it was WitchHazel that sent Wavie to losers 2-1. It was close. It was a fun game to watch. And I have a funny feeling that if Wavie loses this one, we're gonna see like another like 8-hour like rage lab session where Wavie just commits to never losing against this character again. Not the first time she's done that either, and like we've seen the results of it. Yeah. So hey, I don't know.
No matter what happens here, Imp's already got the YouTube thumbnail ready to rock 2B in winners finals of a tournament. You know, like we already got the winners finals. We don't need the grand finals. That's already enough to get that free viewership. So you gotta jump on that. You know,
I gotta get the pog face and everything.
Yeah, the pog face. Yo, 2B can do what?
Yeah, hold on. I'm still subbed. I got the impure pog. Let's go. Oh yeah, I'll be spamming that one in chat. Let's get it. All right. Here we go.
There he is. But hey. You know what? I can say it one more time. We got the Matcherino, guys. ! Matcherino. Go ahead and click on that link, and it'll send you over to the page. All the codes are claimed up. If you guys are feeling a little bit generous, you can either go for those quests, which require you to follow some FGC folks, or you can donate some money if you're feeling a little bit generous. You know, I say this every single time, but instead of gambling on the gacha, you can support your homies.
So true. Yo, shout out to Valore in chat over there, shouting out Wavie. Wavie recently signed to New Head, who actually signed quite a few Granblue players, if I remember correctly, including CharCharRealSmooth and a couple other cats. Yeah. New Head's really making a statement and rising right now. And Wavie's one of the cats leading the charge in that right off the bat. Starting out with some very solid offense, checking with that far medium. But once again, WitchHazel's presses have been so solid. Like, not having proximity normals, it feels like a double-edged sword, but WitchHazel is making the most out of it in a big way.
Did you see that anti-air?
Yeah.
Again?
That's some anti-cag tech right there. I want to say that's one of the things I saw SQ post on Twitter earlier, was some of the unique ways that 2B can interact with cag teleport. I got to go back and check that, but I don't know. This character's got some juice to her, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, get some juice off of that Red Bull coming your way, bro. Oh, no, you're stuck in the trap again. More damage climbing your way. We got a reversal out of there.
Yo, this is the Wavie show. This is it right here. This is not enough to... Oh, no, especially not if it gets blocked. This is huge.
What?
WitchHazel has a chance. Yeah, might have hit that way too late. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, gave her enough time to be able to go for the jump and try to go for either overhead or low coming right afterwards. Throwing the traps from that far away?
Dude, all right. So WitchHazel takes the first game, but we're back into first to 3 territory, and that is where Wavie is unequivocally at her strongest. Phenomenal adjustment game that we've seen time and time again, and if anybody can make like the 48-hour character adjustment, it's Wavie, I believe.
Yeah, she's already having that extra time, like you said, is very important. Going to have you spend 2 of your BP to just get that off of you, but doesn't even matter. Wavie is the little champion at just applying pressure to you when you're in the corner. Like if you get into the corner at half health and she's got full health, you're done.
I'm happy to say that Wavie's just a champion. You feel me?
Oh, speaking of champion moves, we got the grab coming out while the trap's up. Again, a really good grab allows you to be able to get some combos off of it. Another reversal coming out from WitchHazel, but it's not going to be enough. You might be donezo.
So close, but the throw bait. No, you. Oh. All right. One more hit. It's about to be Chip right here.
Wait a sec.
I don't know.
Wait, Lennox, do you believe in miracles?
Yes. No.
Not this time.
Not anymore. I did for a hot second, and now I don't. Yo, we got the Boston Blue Beat raid coming through. What's good, Laser? That's my homie right there. Yo, perfect timing. We're in losers finals. It is Wavie versus WitchHazel. WitchHazel is the one responsible for sending Wavie to losers, so we getting the run back. It is 1-1 all tied up here in losers finals. Big thanks for everyone that showed up.
Yeah, welcome, guys. You guys are here to catch one of the best 2Bs to do it right now in these first 48 hours. WitchHazel doing a fantastic job of applying this pressure, by the way. Look at these swings. Look at these combo routes, putting you right back into the corner. There's the trap. What's the option? Early spot dodge.
Yeah, we're very quickly approaching checkmate right here. Yeah, one more Brave counter is going to put Wavie on Chip.
Oh my God.
The 2M's going to be enough there. Yeah, that's such a good button. Really reminiscent of like Narmaya 2M too. So like, it doesn't surprise me that WitchHazel is like kind of a surgeon with that thing already.
And the wind up on that, or like the safety on it, like literally was able to go for a 2H right afterwards. But here we go, Wavie bringing it right back up. Let's book back in the corner. I feel like we're getting a lot of reversals from WitchHazel. Like a lot of them are getting away with it.
This does feel like whoever can lock who down first, so that doesn't surprise me. We're going to see a lot of Brave counters, a lot of reversals for the rest of the set.
Good
Sheesh,
match.
a lot of presses too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Wavie wise to the air at that time. Good block. All right, 2U, trap set, Brave counter, still +6 in the block. Just barely too far away for the trap to actually get the conversion. But Wavie, once again, did that little thing that Merp did earlier, was just do the roll right through to get to the other side of the trap. Makes you block the wrong side.
It's a Cagliostro special. Might start holding that block button upon wake up. Same thing against like the likes of Lancelot. But now, Here we go. Spacing it just right to get out of that far H range. We're just going to block here. We're holding the defensive position. But there's the grab because of the 2 traps. You're going to be able to get a combo off of it yet again. WitchHazel coming right back in with the jump, not spending it on the double jump to try to mix up the timing too.
Frame trap with the spear is going to allow Wavie to get that optimal spot. Finally finds the space where WitchHazel is looking to press and gets the teleport punish. Has to spend the DP right here. Still sitting on a pretty hefty life lead. One more hit, and this is going to do it. Wavie takes the lead with the SBA 2-1. All right, here we go. Still needs one more game to eliminate WitchHazel, but this might be the turnaround that Wavie needed.
And WitchHazel there at the end had 3 BP to sit on, but just didn't feel comfortable going for the Brave counter just because of, the fear of gaps coming in and having an accidental Raging Strike was definitely on the table.
I feel like I'm going to have to watch this set like 6 more times to really understand the game plan from WitchHazel, because I'm very impressed with the variety we're seeing so far.
Yeah, I mean, again, like 2B does have a lot of tools in her arsenal. Brave counter being a universal one to try to get you off the pressure. But I feel like Wavie has solved this player.
Yeah, it's Jover. It might be Jover. We'll see. No, you can't say that. You can. WitchHazel's one of those cats you can never count out. Yeah, case in point, right there. All right. You trying to do the cheeky run up throw? No. Here's a big heavy.
My God, all these 6/6Ls, dash lights again and again. And that's when the heavy comes out. The one time you push a button after 5 of them, that's when you commit to it and it works.
Wavie's the master of the mental stack. The master. And here it is, though. This could be the turnaround that WitchHazel needs. We get it. Bait the DP that time, but you still got to eat the mix-up. Throw does connect. And we're going back to the corner. Finally baits the reversal that time. Doesn't get the full combo, but that's okay because you're still sitting on a pretty healthy life lead right now. And Wavie looking very much in charge right now. Big 2H. No, the spear, such a smart option to deal with that double jump that you keep talking about. Goes just a hair higher than the 2H. Wavie able to take revenge on WitchHazel. Phenomenal play right there.
Man, Wavie guaranteeing themselves a top 2 finish here, going over to grand finals to face off against the opponent over there. But congratulations to WitchHazel for getting 3rd place with a brand new character. We saw a lot of 2Bs here on stream, and none of them were in top 8 except for WitchHazel. WitchHazel and getting top 3, that's a feat. When you only have so much time with a character who's kind of complicated, in my opinion. Like, this character has a lot of moves and a lot of weird combo routes you got to learn as soon as possible. So to bust that out this fast, I can't wait to see what WitchHazel is going to bring to the table a week from now. When ARC finals are out, maybe she'll travel there, maybe qualify. It's anything's possible.
One can hope. One can hope. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more 2B play. And if WitchHazel's play tonight has been any indication, we're gonna see more of them.
I do want to call out the Matcherino really quickly before we go into Grands. We're out of codes, but we do still have sponsor quests, and we do, of course, still have the stretch goals. We have, for the last 10 weeks running, hit at least top 4 payout for Granblue, so I would love to do it again. Where I think, 40 something? Yeah, 42.4% of the way there. So roughly halfway. If you're able to, please consider making a donation. Maybe you got a couple dollars just sitting in your Matcherino balance. Don't want to cash them out. Donate them to the gamers. Oh, they went straight into it. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm trying to collect a bag for them, and they're just mashing, literally mashing into it.
It's for the love of the game, bro. They just want to play, so let's let them play. What do you say?
This is the grudge match of like Primitive's like, all right, I made it. I want to win this tournament. Y'all didn't seed me, and I'm gonna mess up your whole bracket as a result. And Wavie's just saying, nah, that's cute. You beat everybody else, but you ain't beating me. I'm the final boss of this bracket, and you will not make it past me.
Literally, this final boss versus hidden boss. That's exactly what's going on right now.
Exactly. You nailed it, 100%. But the final boss is the final one for a reason. Man, Wavie looking very strong in this round 1.
Dude, just right out the gate. When Wavie gets cooking and she starts going mad aggro and it works, like, she is a force to be reckoned with. But I think the same thing can be said for Primitive, right? Because I feel like every single time that Primitive's gotten a round start, like, lead, he usually takes it like a mile. But right now, Wavie was able to escape pretty fast.
This is a strength of both players, is the hit and run style gameplay, which is important in this game in general, right? Like, you have to know when to utilize fundamentals, slow it down, and you have to know when it's time to turn it up to 11, and now's the time right here. Wavie with a very convincing game 1. Now, if y'all are just joining us, Wavie needs to win 6 games. She's coming up from losers, whereas Primitive just needs the 3. So,
hey, if the games are gonna be that fast, like, that's not gonna take no time at all, dude. That's 1 game down. I blinked and it was over. Primitive coming right back in, sword swinging. Look at these 6XLs trying to catch you a little bit from a distance, but you know that Wavie has the ability to afford jumps, right? She has so many options she can do while mid-air. So why get stuck in these 6XL block string and force that? We can just keep jumping back.
Yeah, Wavie's so good at switching up her options in general, especially in the air, and in this version of the game even more so. Like, Cag just has so many more options airborne. Here we go. There's another big one. That is going to connect. We're going to get the refund. We're going to take a diamond away from Wavie, and we're going to put her right back down to the corner. You woke up with that level of, okay, all right, that was violent, but we're here for it. GG, shake my hand.
Wavie with the mash upon wake up, recognizing that Primitive was looking for like a reversal and just like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna push it. Let's do it. I bet. And comes right back in. Primitive finally finds another opening, gonna turn it into a raging chain, spending one of those valuable BP resources to make sure we get a lot of damage and we get a little bit of install in the process. Having that extra stock there to increase the amount of damage you can do for the cost of a little bit of health. Now it's level 2. This is looking really strong.
One more hit, possibly even like a UDP or something might kill Wavie right now. We'll see. Oh, that's not good.
Did he do that to break the trap and it just didn't happen? But it doesn't matter. We got the jump you coming in. Dive kick galore, just stab you right from the heavens. And now we're going to bring this to a round 3.
Primitive finally showing some signs of life here. This could be the adjustment. Once again, TKJU has been paying dividends for them this entire tournament, and this right now is no different. But Wavie, yo, we got the new combos, we got the swag combos, we got the throw baits, we got the damage, we got everything.
Oh my god, anytime you see Wavie going airborne, it's such a struggle for Primitive. That's going to be game 2 going to Wavie. We are up 2-0, and it's looking like the signs say yes that the bracket's probably going to get reset unless Primitive cooks something completely new up.
With Primitive still has, if this was a closer set, I think I would say Primitive still has a chance to come back, but there's no way that Wavie doesn't find at least one of these games, right? Even if Primitive wins the next 2, I have to agree with you. But we'll see. We could be wrong. Primitive certainly looking, oh no, I was going to say mighty strong, but then gets back thrown into the corner, and now it's Wavie's turn to run the offense.
And you spent your BP to play aggressive, so now you're taking 20% additional damage, plus have one less resource in the docket. And there it is. It's gone now. 50% damage is now on the table. You got 3 BP.
No!
We catch you moving. Here's a kick.
I'm almost wondering if that was a misinput right there. That's crazy. Either that or the god tier shimmy, but oh man. All right. Primitive staying alive here. Proving me wrong. You'd love to see that.
Coming right back in, goes for the grab, delayed tech, and apply a lot of damage, plus give you your turn. She doesn't have meter to be able to try to get out of that situation. 2 on top of that, can convert it into a raging chain, 2 PP on the table, and a full-fledged meter. Tons of cooldowns to work in your favor. Raging Strike from a little bit too far away is actually going to cost you a little bit of that pressure.
Yeah, and Wavie, oh no, you died for that. Oh, there it is. Nice. All right. Well, Primitive putting one up on the board, but Wavie still has 2 games to adjust.
Yeah, all you need is that one more game to try to bring this to another best 3 of 5, but Primitive does not want that to happen. Good bait, gonna backdash away from that grab, get a big, juicy punish, and something I've been noticing in this game alone, or this set alone from Primitive, is we are spending our resources aggressively. We don't want to give Wavie a chance to breathe.
It's worked out pretty well in the previous set, so I can't blame Primitive for trying. And it's at least putting Wavie on the back foot right now, but the adjustments start to come in. Oh,
reversal twice in a row as your option. I feel it coming right back in, baits it out. That is dead. Good bait out coming up from Primitive, recognizing the win con, and gets that round win.
That was impressive. Oh, perfect spacing right there. Max range 5M. Primitive in general, like playing around that 5M range has been like kind of clean.
Dude, this is a complete 180 from the first 2 games of this set. What is going on? This aggression coming out from Primitive is unparalleled, dude. Look at him.
Bad matchup, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Bad matchup for Cag. No, seriously. I do think this is one of Cag's worst matchups, like unironically. Still doable, don't get me wrong.
I thought you were talking about for 6.
Oh, no. Goodness, I wouldn't
like,
downplay like that.
Mr. Downplay over here. I was gonna have to say.
I only downplay with Lancelot's on the screen. And that is going to do it right there. Wavie with the reactions to that Raging Strike. And that was the only option right there. Didn't have any BP to break it. So, yeah, we had to get the punish right there. And this is reset point for Wavie.
Not gonna lie, we haven't seen too many spot dodges this entire tournament on
that was
Raging
the first one,
Strike.
I think.
Yeah, so like, it's always a very imperative thing to be able to try to do and land that, because you get a big, juicy punish right afterwards. And Wavie about to take this a mile. Speaking of, no spot dodge coming out that time, so we are going to spend 2 PP to get out of that situation, but we got more damage coming. 20% additional. We got tons of meter. You are done. That is a bracket reset. Wavie bringing this to true finals.
I'm gonna clip that, but like y'all need to go back and watch exactly where. Oh, good, we're gonna see the replay. Look for where Primitive throws the fireball, and there comes the EX spear as a reaction. Use that cutscene to completely invalidate the fireball. That was a non-factor. Never mind the fact that it killed. The trade was not even a possibility there.
All right, here we go. Both players now sitting on loser's side. One more final set Best 3 of 5. Who's gonna be able to bring this? Because if I was a betting man, I would have put Wavie a little bit earlier, but Primitive really turned the gas to 11 there at the very end, and the aggression just keeps coming. Look at the unblockable, can't get a punish right afterwards. We actually landed the jump medium, and we didn't really get too much out of it, but it does not matter. That is round. It's over.
It sure is. I can't disagree with you. Primitive has proved that right now at least they can hang with the best of them. Wavie. Oh, Wavie keeps answering right back though.
I knew it.
UTP. Yeah. That was I believe that was a punish. I think, right? I don't know.
The thing is, Primitive has been doing 2 reversals in a row many times. I think that was the 3rd time we saw 2 DPs in a row back-to-back when the first one loses. Like, he is very stubborn when it comes to that, and it's using it as a mix-up.
I hope Wavie's not listening in. You just blow up the whole strat, bro.
Bro, imagine watching the stream while you're playing. Oh, there's another reversal. Saw the Raging Strike coming out. Wavie starting to adapt. We saw the ambiguous jump. Does not matter. That crouching heavy. Gonna be able to call out that anti-air instead, but we're responding in kind coming out here from Primitive.
Yeah, you still have to respect it. I love that Wavie using that U skill to just shut that down and taking the round right there. Yeah, Wavie. So one of the things that impresses me the most about her is like the fundamentals are the first thing you notice. It's the fundamentals, the general game plan, and how safe she's able to play. But every once in a while, she gets to showcase her actual very sick reflexes, and it is just a treat. Oh my goodness.
Dude, 3 grabs in a row. We're just gonna reversal to reversal. At least we're out of the corner, but at what cost?
Yeah, you're dead for that. Raging Strike. No, went for the swag route and unfortunately dropped it. The air tech? No, you're not allowed to do that. No, I don't want to see this.
The air tech?
The air tech broke the game. That's it.
There's no way the air tech broke the game. Come on.
Oh, that's hilarious timing.
Please tell me they're still playing. Please tell me they're still playing and this is just a spectator kick out.
I legitimately have no clue.
I'm holding my breath.
It looks like it might be a spectator kick out.
Okay.
Right? Maybe.
Please.
Even if we didn't get to witness it firsthand, there is solace in the fact that the
I honestly have no clue.
Sure. Please wait. Chat, please wait. Please wait.
Please wait.
Attention.
Dude, what is the set count even at right now, bro? Is it okay? We're still at 0-0 in the reset. Jesus. Oh, match failed due to all right, we'll see.
They're still in.
They're still playing.
They're still playing.
Okay.
I pinged them. I'm gonna try and spectate again.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
so we'll get a little fast forward. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What was the
Well,
won?
So it's still 0-0, so we have plenty of time to figure it out, which is the good news. Yeah, we're going to get the fast forward glitch, or not glitch, but fast forward section here for a second. As soon as we catch up, it will be back to your regularly scheduled programming.
I'm really glad this happened. I'm glad that it was a spectator, because that was way too close to the game. But
Yes.
now it's the guess on who won the game.
That's okay. It'll be a surprise for everybody except them. And right now it's Primitive. No, that's it!
So for those tuning in, why this is looking like Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know, this is looking really fast. It's because the spectator got kicked out of the thing while they were still playing. So this is normal for them. They had a game 1 that didn't have any connection issues. It was just spectator kick out. So we're just trying to see what the results are.
We just have to catch up. Yeah. Primitive is that. All right. 1 round apiece here.
I can't even comprehend what's happening.
Oh, I got you. Wavie's just punishing Primitive with spear right now, broken. And
What on earth?
We're caught up now. So we're caught up. We're back to regular speed.
But who won that game?
We have
2-0?
no idea.
Is
we
it
don't
2-0?
know. It could be tied or it could be 2-0 in either direction, and we have no clue. We're going in.
The Raging Strike broke the game.
Oh, hell yeah. Unblockable setup gets absolutely not even DP'd, but teleported no less. Incredible.
Oh god, this is a grand finals to have. I mean, I don't know. Imagine they just stopped playing afterwards. Maybe it was a 3-0. Maybe it's 1-1. Maybe it's 2-0 in favor of Primitive. Like,
all right. Right now, none of that matters because Wavie is fighting for her life right now. Base the DP. This is not going to kill, but this should set up the game. DP. What? Excuse me? That didn't kill? I was so sure. I was so certain that would kill.
Okay, good spot dodge with that projectile, but not a good jump. No killing coming afterwards. I thought
Didn't
something
have
major
meter.
was going to happen.
Yeah,
oh, you're right. No meter.
Needed meter for the Raging Chain. Oh, man. Yeah, so that's one of the few times where muscle memory just kind of screws you sometimes. Far Heavy's going to close it out, though, and Wavie takes the first round of Game 3.
Dude, here we go.
Go, wake up buttons.
Get the Raging Chain, gonna increase that amount of damage, spending the BP in the process without another projectile. And gets another one. Oh no! Dude, we're just spending it all.
Yeah, you got it right here. You're out of bravery points. You need to maintain this offense, and that is why you just got reset. This might build 100 meter. Nah, it's gonna be close though. Spending the meter for the mix-up, and that's it. You just got so hard. That we'll
the
see.
The cost of playing aggro, you just spend all of your BP. I think that was a 3-0.
I think you're right.
Okay.
3-0.
I'm gonna ask them.
Yeah, we don't
I tried
double check.
pinging, but yeah, I'm assuming it was a 3-0.
I am also.
I clipped it
assuming
just
it's a
in
3-0.
case for the replay, so
They're doing push-ups. They're doing push-ups. It's a 3-0. Like. Okay.
So you got reset right here. Didn't have enough meter to kill, enough meter for the mix-up, and the damage buff just screws you. You don't have any bravery points to break that. You're locked down. That was a true unblockable. There was no way out of that setup. Good stuff from Wavie. Wow.
I'm glad that the set was not actually interrupted for the integrity of the game. That's what actually matters. It sucks for us and it sucks for the viewers at home that we didn't get to see it, but at least the integrity was preserved. So that's all I
still
can
get to
ask
go
for.
to bed knowing that beautiful 3-0. There were two people that got to witness that in entirety, and that just has to be enough right now. So
could you
shout out to Wavie?
For the YouTube video, could you record the replay of that and put that up and just have no commentary? I don't know
if it's free, it's possible. No, I mean I've done stuff like that before when it's gotten really sketchy. I'll see if I can maybe nab some of them and then just add it. We also did get a couple donations to the Matcherino, so we are within spitting distance of top 4 payout. We're at $113.63, so we are 75.8% of the way to top 4 payout. I would really, I'd love to bring UberCheesecake into the money, sitting at 4th place. So if you're able to, please visit the Matcherino link, !M!Matcherino. Toss a couple dollars in there. Really every little bit counts. I saw a couple $1 donations in there and it really does add up. Almost everyone, I saw a lot of comments cheering for Uber too. So if you're able to help us get top 4 payout, pay him out. I know he would really appreciate it.
Of course. And obviously, this all goes towards the players. The reason we beg so much is because we want to reward the players for coming to our tournament and giving them the ability to, make some side cash for putting in all their effort into the game and make them want to keep grinding and go to further tournaments so we can see the skill level go even higher, That's what I think. Anyways.
Yep. I mean, we don't take a cut of anything. 100% of the money goes to the players.
Yeah.
But otherwise these are weekly. Thank you guys for stopping by. I know Capcom Cup was going on at the exact same time. Lots of stuff going on right now, actually. I feel like the next 30 days is so much just
stuff. Do you have something coming up in the next 30 days?
I do. I should put it out there. If you're in the tri-state area, March 22nd through 24th, come out for Crossover Arc. It is a yearly regional we throw with Lunar Phase. We have 5-man games this year. We have Uni 2. We have both Melties. We have Strive. And, of course, we have Granblue. Uni 2 and Granblue have $3,000 pop bonuses. Strive and both Melties have $1,000 pop bonuses. We also have side games for Exerd, Plus R, KOF 15, and a mystery bracket. All our side games in the mystery bracket are going to be on Friday, and then the main games are going to be on Saturday and Sunday. Prices go up at the start of March. So you have until February 29th for regular admission. So a little over a week. If you're planning on going, definitely register sooner rather than later so nothing goes up. But we do also have merch, which is what I think Lennox was potentially alluding to. We have some really, really sick mugs and t-shirts for Granblue. The mugs especially, I think, came out really, really, really well. So if you want to support, you can't come out, and you just want to find some way to contribute, definitely pick up a mug, pick up a shirt. The pop bonuses and everything are coming out of our pocket, and so every mug you buy kind of softens the blow a little bit. But the brackets are already looking really, really solid, and it's my favorite event to run every year, so I'm very excited for it.
What if I live in the NYC area, but I don't want to pay to get in? Is there going to be a free opportunity for me to get free entry?
There is. So the live command looks like it broke, but we are running our monthly offline this Saturday, the 24th. Doors open at 12 p.m. But we have 5 games there. We have DNF, we have Uni 2, we have Granblue, Strive, and Street Fighter 6. If you win a game that is at crossover, so if you win Granblue, you win Uni, or you win Strive, you win free entry to crossover. So come out to the offline. I think we had 50 people last month for Granblue, which was sick. That bracket was insane, yeah.
Dude.
that bracket was insane, and the grand finals was just 2 really good Melty Blood players. It was like, how did this happen?
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. It's our first Uni 2 offline, so I think it's going to be pretty big. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. Also, if you play DNF and you're one of the people that's been harassing me to add DNF, which is why it's back, please show up.
If I see 3 entrants at DNF Duel, that is never coming back. So that's the thing, when people ask for these games, like, you gotta support it. You gotta come up. You gotta show up. A game is dead if you let it be dead.
Yeah.
Like, if you show up and you play, that's all you need.
Yep.
But
I'm hoping for a turnout for DNF.
Me too. But yeah, otherwise, that's my shout out. So I'm gonna let Austy and Lennox do whatever shout outs they gotta give, and then I'll send you guys somewhere.
Bet. Yep, I'm Austy. You can follow me at Austy La Vista on any social media platform available. I've been grinding Granblue. It's a fun game. I do monthly recaps for the game too, in case you guys want to check them out. It's over on my YouTube. It's like I just go over like all the results of like all the Granblue tournaments that happened. I did it in January. There's gonna be one for February in a couple weeks, so you can go ahead and check those out. Lennox, you got anything you plug?
Side note, your monthly recaps are super helpful as someone who has a terrible memory. So shouts out to that. Yeah, I'm Lennox207 pretty much everywhere. Hit me up, Discord, Twitter, whatever you want to do. If you want to play some Granblue with me, this is still my favorite game, so I will play it with you. Yeah, thank you so much for joining Bracket and for pulling up in chat. Always good to see this many people coming out for Granblue.
Awesome. I'm gonna send everybody over to Spooky.
Ooh, the Spookster. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We'll catch you guys at the next one.
Yep.
Saturday.
See you next week.
We'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, and then Wednesday.
Yep.
See you.
Bye bye.